The only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Niger what yo? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad government. For the poor, no more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what media? No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria, no more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media, the number one media in Nigeria, no more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what you? The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Niger what media? Voice for the voiceless. Niger watch media. Voice for the voiceless. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 1944. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. 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 Niger watch you. We have been seeing all you guys have been doing, and we recommending to everyone in Nigeria, saying that you guys are the number one. Niger what you.
I can show you today, as far as I'm concerned, I have run election for the office of the President of Nigeria and won. But the system decided otherwise. And they know it.
I listened to some of the speeches at the ADC convention and comments from the bigwigs, including that of former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, who said if he gets the ticket, this will be his last attempt at the presidency. If the delegates elect him as their presidential candidate and he decides to pick you as the running mate, will you accept?
Well, at this stage, we're not at that stage. Atiku, like I've always said, is my respected leader and my dear elder brother. And his statements, I will always say, is a statement of a leader. And you look at what he used, if.
All right, our guest on Naija Unfiltered on today's edition of the program is His Excellency Peter Obi, former governor of Anambra State, former presidential candidate of the Labour Party, and right now a chieftain of the African Democratic Congress. Your Excellency, good to have you on the program.
Thank you. I'm happy that today I'm honoring this long, disturbing invitation to be part of what you're doing. Thank you very much.
We appreciate you and we appreciate your time.
Thank you.
All right, let's start this way, Your Excellency. The ADC just concluded its convention and congresses, and then INEC, of course, didn't come to monitor it. How did it go, and what's your take on the convention?
First is to tell you that, just like you said, I'm happy that the Congress, which culminated to convention, had come to an end. And what it represents is what can come out when people come together with commitment and resilience to do what is right. And that's what happened. And I'm happy it's come to conclusion. Yes, INEC didn't come to monitor it, but they were notified. The law didn't say they must be there. It said you must notify them. It's like so we notified them. They're duly notified. They know it's happening. Whether they come or not, it does not in any way affect the outcome of the convention, which you saw that went very well.
All right, before the Congress, we also heard about the FCT administration allegedly trying to block the party from using some government facilities, and of course, even the ones belonging to private individuals. What do we make of this style of democracy?
Well, it's unfortunate. For anybody who is in government, it is to your interests and interests of the society that you encourage opposition and other different opinions or associations to be able to be part of what you're doing. That we have reached that level, I will repeat, is unfortunate. It shouldn't be. It's not supposed to be. Because if you look at APC, in 2014, APC did their convention in Eagle Square. So the then government, led by President Jonathan, showed maturity and commitment to our democracy by allowing them the space to do the right, to do whatever they want to do, including criticizing them. But today, the situation is the opposite. They are desperate, doing whatever is possible to ensure the opposition does not exist.
INEC's job is to protect our democracy and guarantee transparent and credible election.
That's it.
But we have an umpire whose ex-handle somehow has shown sympathy or apologies to the ruling APC. What do you make of this?
Well, it's unfortunate. I'm not even looking at the tweet. If indeed he did that in the past and are choosing to now be Paul instead of continuing being Saul, then I can understand. You can change. You can decide where I find myself now. I'm a referee, and I must be fair to all, because that's his job now. He's the referee of the election. I have to be fair to all. I have to make sure that parties function the way they should function, support them the way they support them. That's fine. But it's like somebody who had want to continue his ways from the actions he's taken against African Democratic Congress.
Okay, let's move to the economy now. The inflation rate moved from 15.06% in February to 15.38% in March. And the World Bank has also identified some fiscal gaps in our economy. From your perspective, how would you assess the state of Nigeria's economy right now?
I haven't read what the World Bank have identified recently, because I'm sure, but I followed their recent report. But let me tell you, while I follow and maintain Nigerian, in quotes, announced inflation figures, I think the reality is worse than what they're releasing. You know, because the measure of inflation, some basic measure of inflation are food, housing, and transport. So when you say 15%, let me give you an example. Just yesterday, I went into a restaurant in Abuja. Just yesterday. And while my colleagues were busy The people I came there with were busy ordering food. I decided to interview the workers in the restaurant. And I asked the first one, how are you? He said, fine. And I said, how do you come to work now? It comes by public transport. How much was it costing you last year to commute to work? It was about 700 naira. So how much is it now? It says almost 3,000. What did they say? What does the transporters tell? He said they talked about fuel, this, that. As the second one, it was a similar situation. Then the food, and I asked him, have they increased your salary, adjusted your salary, since this fuel increase and subsequently cost of transportation? He said no. So how do you cope? He said, we're just managing. How do you calculate this in terms of inflation? The food. The person who took me to the restaurant even said to me, Peter, this their food used to be about 9,000 plus. It's now almost 18. So when you look at all these calculations, and something is what's happening in the open market. The prices have increased. I'm sure if you talk to government, they say, oh, price of goods have come down. Yes, price of grain, rice, because they imported some cheap rice into the system, which again had hurt our farmers in a way that the recovery will be very difficult for most of them. So that they use it to now say, oh, the price has come down. But that's the price of one item. How about the other items? So for me, that calculation of inflation at times, I just said the reality is worse for me. But even at 15%, it is still high compared with even some of the, what I can call country with the same trajectory. I remember our president mentioned that we are better than Kenya. And when I look at Kenya inflation, in the past 3 years, inflation in Kenya is under 4.5%. So we're talking about more than three times that. And the president said we're better than Kenya.
All right, we've depended so much on importation of fuel, one of the structural issues that previous government had always promised to address. And regrettably, with what is happening, some countries had to open their strategic reserves to be able to make life a little meaningful for their citizens. God willing, and you get into office, how do you intend to address this issue on dependence on importation of fuel?
Well, I'm happy that we have started resolving it through the Dangote refinery. Is to encourage other refineries, modular refineries and everything, like it's done everywhere in the world. It is not a difficult thing to do. It is what we require is government commitment to doing what is right.
Why do you think we seem to be averse to modular refineries?
Well, I don't think we are averse to it.
We are not encouraging it. Rather, what we hear is destruction of modular refineries, small ones.
I don't think we are averse to it. We have to have small refineries. We have to encourage Dangote and support him, the big ones and everything. We're not averse to it. We are averse to all these things because of the corruptive way we have operated as a country. How do you tell people that we've had 3 refineries that will be maintaining and paying billions of dollars over the years to resuscitate, maintain them without them doing anything, contributing anything?
You are known for the Anambra model of saving money, avoiding borrowing, and cutting waste. Given our population of over 200 million, inflation rising on a daily basis, our debt profile very high, insurgency crippling the country, if given the opportunity, how do you intend to address some of these issues?
Let me tell you one thing, because when people get it wrong when they talk about borrowing, and they talk about money, I'm not against borrowing. I'm a businessman. I built a business. You cannot build a business or invest in critical areas, even as a nation, without borrowing. There's nothing wrong in borrowing. What is important is, what are you borrowing for? Countries after countries owe more debt than we owe. Japan today owes over 200% of their GDP. But if you go to Japan, you will see what they're using the money for. And again, you can see Japan holding huge amount in US treasuries. So they are borrowing, not only just borrowing. Singapore, which people sent to cite, I don't use it because it's a tiny country. Singapore debt is over 130% of their GDP. But it was all invested. In fact, there's a law in Singapore, like in the most nations, even in ours, all borrowed money must be for investment. Once borrowed money is for investment, you get the value. But when you borrow for consumption, it's a different thing. It's a simple thing. It's like me and you now. I have borrowed to invest in this structure, which you rent for your business, and you borrowed your own for wine carrying of your wife. So the other one has been consumed. So there's no way it can come back to you. So we are not borrowing for, if you look at our debt, for example, before President Buhari became president, in 2013, call it 2015, our entire debt was 13 trillion. National debt, 13 trillion. Buhari came, and in 8 years, I'm talking Naira terms now, to make it 87 trillion. That's what was there when the present government came into being. Buhari paid subsidy in fuel. Buhari paid subsidy in electricity. Now we have a president who says subsidy is gone, no subsidy in electricity, and the reason why he's removing them is that he doesn't want to borrow money to be paying it, and the savings he wants to put in critical areas of development, education, health, and pulling people out of poverty. And now in 3 years, he's borrowed what Buhari has borrowed in 8 years without any of the areas he said improving, and we don't have subsidy again. We don't have this thing. And we're making more revenue because we're paying more taxes. So there must be something that is missing somewhere. And our budgets are not being funded. We're still operating budget of 2024. The 2025 budget, the entire capital project, the contractors are being owed, and we have had 2026 budget that has just been passed. So we have a double whammy situation. It's like when you say you have borrowed money in order to use it to build a house. Contractor who built the house was not paid. You are owing. So where's the money? Something's gone wrong somewhere.
And what do you make us having running 3 budgets almost concurrently with nothing about the capital components being executed?
It's unbelievable. It's a financial mess. The physical mess is unbelievable.
Where do we hold the National Assembly in this direction?
Well, you know, where we are now, you cannot say we have any institution functional. You know, the first thing somebody who is bent on creating chaos and anarchy does is to ensure that no institution works.
All right, let's put the figures on the table right now. In the last 2 weeks or thereabout, we've had quite a number of persons killed, about 90 or thereabout. We've talked about 49 villagers massacred in KB, Kwara, Plateau, a story of the Emir of Gobia in Sokoto State, also losing his life, and people in that communities finding shelter in the bush. In Kaduna, we had 5 persons who were kidnapped in the church, and so on.
You don't need to bother with numbers. Killing is now a normal day thing in Nigeria.
What do we make of the government?
Well, first is to look at where we are. When this government came into being, we are number 8 in the most terrorized country in the world. Today we are number 4. And I'm definitely sure that we'll make number 1 if we continue in this direction. There's no way, because it's not being normalized. So no Nigerian even feels that killing people is something to worry about. When I'm our soldiers, our security men, and I'm being killed, and I'm being, you know, you see when they kill one American soldier, or soldiers of other countries, you will see even giving them befitting burials and honor and everything. Our one is normalized now that nothing is happening. You just read the newspaper and see what it is every day. I said a few days ago that no country would be where we are without declaring a full war. Every other country would have declared war. But we choose not. Even those who are involved, when 200 people were killed in Niger, it took days for people to visit them. When the same thing happened in Benue, our president only went to Benue government house and said he could not go there because there's no road. Of course, you saw what happened in Jos. It stopped at the airport. So it's not anything. Nobody sees it as anything going wrong. And this is what we need. These are the things we need to ensure that we change through competent leadership that have the capacity to move, have the compassion to know, to prioritize what, when people are suffering, when people are grieving, when people are in pain.
How do we reconcile the fact that we are spending so much on defense and security, yet we are not getting commensurate results? Because if you look at the figures, it is said that we spent about over 38 trillion naira in the last 15 years on defense and security, fighting insecurity, yet we can't say we are better off.
Again, you can't talk about what we are spending. How do we talk about what we are spending in education? How do we talk about what we are spending in health? These are the figures you're hearing. Remember that the Minister of Health said out of 200 and something budgeted, he only got 36 million. So you don't know how much they have reached the final stage of implementation. So you can't just read the figures from the budget. Now you're confusing it. When you said we are putting 3 budgets simultaneously, how do you know which figure is being got? 2, in a country that is insanely corrupt, like one of the former British Prime Ministers said it, you don't know the amount that was actually spent. And these are things we need to change. We need to have a government that means well, spend money properly and transparently, let people see what they're spending money on and everything. But one thing I can tell you is that these things can be tackled. You need a government that is decisive on issue of security. Because number one thing, a government have to provide security of life and property. You must be decisive. You must take action that people can see visibly and know that you're taking the right action. And the leader must lead from the front. I said it one day, I repeat it today. Where we are now, we're at war. And we must see the leader committed to it. We should have what you can call now war room discussing it around security every day.
If we now have a bandit group or a terrorist group that possess anti-aircraft weapons and ability, and they are shooting down our aircrafts, they have the capacity and capability to do that. So
there's no way. That's why I said you declare war. You now know you're at war. They are no longer normal. It is a war situation. And there's no way a non-state actors can have those weapons, be stronger or more armed than the state. Something is amiss.
You've always said that the North is Nigeria's greatest asset for agriculture. With 70% of Nigeria's arable land, food inflation, of course, is over 14%. Now, how do you plan to solve these problems of insecurity and agricultural investment, knowing that farmers hardly even go to their farms again?
Well, it's two ways. Let me say, I didn't say it's the biggest, I didn't say it's that our northern Nigeria is our biggest asset for agriculture. No. Northern arable land in Nigeria is our biggest asset. It's far more important to us than oil. You know, we can make more money from the land in the north than we make from oil. And it's very simple. And I can give you nations after nations that are doing so. It is not a rocket science. It's very easy. Today, I give it to the countries that are net exporter. I'll do a first world, I'll do a second world, and I'll do a third world. If you take Netherlands as the first world, the entire size of Netherlands is 41,000 square kilometers, including water. If you minus water, it's 33,000 square kilometers. And if you check, annually, Netherlands exports 120 billion worth of agricultural products or related products. Netherlands. 120 billion euros, not actual dollars. By the time you convert it to dollars, it's about 130. That is 3 times what we earn from oil. And they're living on 33,000 square kilometers. We have a state in Nigeria called Niger State, which is 76.3 thousand square kilometers. Fertile land. About 5 to 7 states of that state is occupied by bandits. Fertile land. So that means that state can do more than what Netherlands is doing in terms of agricultural products. You have less people living in Niger State than people who live in Netherlands. Netherlands is almost 18 million people. Niger is about 7 million. So they have more space for agricultural products. That is not happening. You look at other states. A state like Borno is again source of problem for us, with terrorists occupying some of the space, especially the Sambisa forest area. Sambisa forest area, the entire Sambisa forest area, is about 60,000 square kilometers. That is about 3 times the size of Israel. Israel is 22,000 square kilometers of land. So, and this one is 66. So times 3 is 66. This one is 60. Israel is a net exporter of food. That's what you can call the second world. And then you go to the third world, Bangladesh. Bangladesh today have moved from importer of rice to third biggest importer of producer of rice. From importer to third biggest producer and net exporter of rice. Bangladesh is the third world. Bangladesh's size is 148,000 square kilometers plus, with a population of over 160 million people. So it's highly dense. Yet, Bangladesh produces 50 to 60 million tons of unmilled rice. We don't produce 10% of that. But there are 2 states that I mentioned to you, 2. Niger and Borno, 76.3 and 70.8 is 147,000 square kilometers, which is about the size of Bangladesh. Today until recently, we're importing tea, we're importing coffee. Ethiopia, I'm giving you countries in Africa. Ethiopia is sitting over about $1 billion in export of coffee. Kenya is doing about $500 million exporting flowers. If you go to Kenya during Valentine and everything, you see planes all moving out of flowers. Just flowers. It's not sophistication. We have a land in Mambila area of Taraba. The entire Taraba is 54,000 something square kilometers. I can go on and on. We have a problem in the country. We have land, we have what it takes to change the country. You just need a leader that is competent and understand what other nations are doing. Because what they're doing is not rocket science. It's something we can do. We have to build a nation where there's unity, where there's love, where people care, where you wake up in the morning. You're talking about insecuring the place. You have to secure the place using the same people, because these people today you're seeing that are causing insecurity, they did not start with gun. What started it is failure of governance, failure of institutions, failure of justice, failure of social contract. So you have government, they're not doing anything. So you need to go back and start investing in those areas where the children are supposed to be in school, where there's going to be a health provision, where mothers, children can go to hospitals and be taken care of because there's insurance for everybody and all that. And then you start pulling people out of poverty. It's been proven from South America to Asian countries, the more you pull people out of poverty, the more you reduce criminality. This is not record science. So there are things you can do. And in critical areas, then you see it happen. And that's what I'm going around preaching and telling people.
You want to be the president of Nigeria, and you are from the Southeast. And there are those who argue that, debatably, whether the Southeast has been treated fairly or not since the end of the Civil War. What's your take on all of these arguments?
Well, you know, I'm one person who don't like to talk about the past. I've had people who say, oh, it's from the Southeast, it's from this. First, let me tell you, these are the things we must stop. issue of tribe, issue of religion, because no tribe buys bread cheaper. No tribe buys, no religion buys bread cheaper. Everybody is suffering. We're all going through the same thing. And I said, people who bring in tribe are people who are not qualified. So when you ask them about their qualification, their competence, they introduce tribe as a means of getting to where they should not be. When you ask them about their qualification or competence, they bring in religion. I don't want to be voted because I am from the Southeast. I want people to vote for me because I'm competent. I want them to vote for me because I have the capacity and the compassion and commitment and the character to serve the nation. That's what I want to be voted for. However, it's also important that we unite the country where this should not be an issue. I've had people say things that happened in the 60s and everything. A nation that does not forgive, a nation that does not look to the future will not progress. Yesterday is gone. So we should focus on tomorrow, because we can't change it. And for me, I've said it, I want to change Nigeria. And I'll start by uniting the country, ensuring that we love each other, we care for each other. That's why I said, what I'm going to do in the North will amaze everybody. And I'm doing it because we need the unity. I'm doing it because we need to be secured. I'm doing it because our economy is going to turn around by being productive from there.
While I agree with you on championing the cause of detribalization and reducing emphasis on religion, the Southeast faces a precarious situation, challenges of leadership, challenges of insecurity. Speak to the leaders now in the Southeast, how they can make their youth invest their energy and resources in
it's something, it's leadership. If you have one leadership that means well in Nigeria, people say, how can one person change it? Oh, it's not bad. But they read and say, in Singapore, Lee Kuan Yew did it. In India, this person did it. In that, one leader that means well can go a long way in turning around this ship that is sinking. Just one leader. It requires a leader, let me repeat, a leader that is competent, a leader that has the capacity, compassion, commitment, and most important, the character. It's not a leader that goes and thinks, oh, when I get into office, I will change from fighting corruption, from reducing. When you talked about cost of governance, I tell you, I'll reduce it drastically. I've done it at sub-national level. And I'll do it at national level, and people will see it. And I'll be transparent. People will see, if we're going to borrow money, I will first talk to Nigerians. I'll be communicating. As governor, I was speaking to people of Anambra State every quarter. I'm in radio and TV answering questions. As president, I'll do the same thing. I'll tell Nigerians where we want to borrow money, what we are going to borrow it for. So they know, because the money I'm borrowing will impact on them. It will impact on the future of their children and the society they're living in. So I must explain to them why we must borrow that money. And our cut cost, people will see it. You will feel it. Everybody. And it's not something, it's something I've done before. Easily.
But there are those who argue that Anambra is a small state to compare to the Nigerian
No.
Nigerian project.
If you know Anambra, when I came there, whoever can serve. Last year ago, I told me that this is semi. Anambra is difficult. If you can actually govern Anambra effectively, damn, I can. You can do the work in Nigeria. And people keep saying Anambra is small. One of the best American presidents ever is Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton governed one of the smallest states in America, Arkansas. People saw what he was doing in Arkansas and brought him to the national stage, and he proved it. They said, how do they do it? Penny what?
Pound-foolish.
So it's very simple. If I can manage 1 naira, I can manage 2 naira. This has to do with character. What people are telling you is that somebody is telling you, oh, you can't fight corruption, can't fight corruption. It's not true. If you are not stealing, your wife is not, your children are not, you reduce it by 50%. And I said, is it not me that will approve what they will steal? You have to put your own before you another person will add his own. I will be in charge. And I'll tell people that you can stop it. And if you do it, to put you in jail. We must fight it head on. These are part of the problems we have that is destroying the entire system. But people say, oh, it's very difficult. The monster, corruption will fight back. It's not true. Fighting back is that you got involved. If you don't get involved, nobody will fight back. I was in Anambra for 8 years. Corruption didn't fight back because I was not taking. They didn't see me sharing land and taking my own before, because I have to take my own before another person will take his own.
Since 2015, there are those who said that the Southeast has gotten it wrong when it comes to the Nigerian project.
How?
If at all, there are those who argue that either we put all our eggs in one basket. There are those who feel we don't play the politics of Nigeria well. For you, do you think in any way we've not really gotten our acts well?
Can you tell me which section of Nigeria have put their acts together or have put all their sources of eggs in one basket? Can you tell me what?
Maybe looking from the context of those who have always been in and out of government.
No,
as
just
against the Southeast.
tell me which one has.
They're not.
How?
They've always been in power.
No. They've been in different parties. We're in democratic time. There's nothing wrong in being in different parties. In fact, that if anything, we've acted very well. Don't let people who manipulate you when it suits them. Just tell me where you have one tribe or zone where you just go there, everybody is in one side. They put all their acts together. That is nonsensical. We're doing the right thing. And let nobody think because our politics is transactional that when you're not in government, you're actually a loser. And what they tell you is that because they are sharing what are you sharing? We're talking about creating a level playing field where people's talent can match up the opportunity. If you create it here, nobody cares who is the president. We only care here because it is a transnational government where wealth sharing is what is going on. I'm going into government to create wealth. That's what I've done all my life. When I was a businessman, I took a business from micro to small to medium and was almost becoming a large corporation. Went into the corporate world from small, rose up. When I got into government, I started doing the same thing. I started doing future savings, which is what is saving Norway today. No subnational government in the entire Africa. I'm not talking about Nigeria now. Started what I started. Subnational sovereign fund. We started saving in dollars. So by the time I left government, I had $150 million, have investment in corporations and everything that are there. No other place they happen. while investing in critical areas of development. Because often the time people say, oh, what is that? The number one thing you need to invest if you want your country to develop is education. And I took education to its highest level. Today, nowhere in the entire Africa, I'm not talking about Nigeria now, have a subnational state bought the number of computers above for Anambra State, 30,000. HP African director had to come to Oka to say to me, you're in that direction. Provided all our secondary schools with internet facilities, but buses, you can go there, the buses are, nobody have done since I left. Buses, everything, make the school to work. Make sure they have facilities, water, system, toilets, everything working. Went and invested into health. Moving in the right direction.
Your Excellency, do you genuinely believe that Nigeria is reformable? And if yes is the answer, why do you think so?
Very easily reformable. There's nothing. Nigerians are actually so, I don't know how to put it, very talented, especially our youth, very talented, hardworking, they're very energetic and ingenious. And now they're going to the wrong direction because of lack of opportunity, the correct opportunities that are there. There are people that can run. They're very entrepreneurial. I've seen some young people whom I listen to. They, people come to me now and said, "Oh, this you have a lot of youths around you who are rebellious, who are this, who are that." I say, listen, this energy they're using now to rebel. This energy they're now using in the wrong direction. I put it in the right direction. And they become stars. And they make money in the right way. I've seen people who are, they call them Yahoo boys. Yes, some of them are doing what is wrong, but I can tell you, that talent was the same talent India harnessed, and are today one in charge of technology. Go and lead major technological firms today that are in India, put them, get them to know that they can make more money by doing the right things. That talent, you have it in our, of course, in our film industry, have it in our music industry, have it in the social media space. You can harness it and make it turn into something big. Had corporations advertise it. If the economy goes up today, most of them who have huge following in social media will become advertisers of good products, making more money and everything. So they're no longer going to be worried. But when you don't create space, when you don't create opportunity, you create rebellion, you create insults, you create all of those things. These are things that are going to change.
Given what you've seen in your party, and then is there hope for democracy? And do you think the opposition is doing enough to checkmate the ruling government?
Well, let me tell you, the ruling government's job is actually to encourage opposition. If I have opportunity tomorrow, you see how Nigerian opposition will work. It will be one of the strongest in the whole world. Because you need to encourage them. A leader must be a learner. A leader must be a listener. A leader must be ready to listen to bad news. And who is going to give you bad news? Who is going to tell you you're not doing well? It's opposition. So you must encourage it. Because you want to serve. So you want to listen to them. I want to a position where a Nigerian leader, a Nigerian president, a Nigerian governor, which I did when I was there, can invite, go around with the opposition. When I was governor, those who came after me, especially Dr. Chris Ngige, is still there. When I go to school tour, especially around his village, he's there before I come. We will greet. He will even tell me what the school is lacking. It's critical. He goes to my projects and says things are not going well. And I listen to him because he can criticize you. That's what opposition is all about. Opposition is not an enemy, it's a friend.
You have said that the ADC will definitely end the reign of President Bola Tinubu, win at the polls, that ADC will win at the polls.
Well, we are just saying, let's have a level playing field. There's nothing there.
Okay, the Labour Party said as much in 2023.
And
what do you think?
No, and we won. I can show you today, as far as I'm concerned, I have run election for the office of the President of Nigeria and won. But the system decided otherwise. And they know it.
If you won in 2023, won in quotes, and then what is it now that Labour Party didn't do in 2023 that made the system to deny them that opportunity that you think ADC has learned and it will do in 2027?
I can't tell you that, yeah. The only thing I can tell you that given the opportunity, we will now win and they will be declared.
With Kwakwanso and many more bigwigs join the ADC, are you more confident that the ADC can prove that the current administration is beatable?
Well, you can see it. What we're trying to do in the coalition is to bring together competences, capacities, compassionate people who will be committed in turning around Nigeria. And people with diverse background, so that people can know. Because people will say, oh, but these people were there yesterday. Oh, these people were part of yesterday. Yes, they can be part of yesterday. And I've seen there's need to sacrifice, because if they don't do, you consume everybody.
I listened to some of the speeches at the ADC convention and comments from the bigwigs, including that of former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, who said if he gets the ticket, this will be his last attempt at the presidency. If the delegates elect him as their presidential candidate and he decides to pick you as the running mate, will you accept?
Well, at this stage, we're not at that stage. Atiku, like I've always said, is my respected leader and my dear elder brother. And his statements, I will always say, is a statement of a leader. And you look at what he used, if. So we can't say what will happen about tomorrow. I can only tell you that I'm contesting the election for the office of the president.
Interestingly, all of you emphasize the fact that it should be more about the party and Nigerians than individuals.
That's it. Very important. Because we have people talk about power capture, get power, do this. What did they use it to do?
Do you sincerely believe that you are all resolved to follow any agreement reached after the primaries?
Well, again, you've asked a pertinent question. You accept what happens after it. If it's true, transparent, and a process that you can call fair and credible. I've said it before that I've left parties because I found the whole process transactional and a process, and this is critical. The process through people come into office is far more fundamental than what they do thereafter. You cannot jump into the house through the window and start cleaning the house and expect everybody to accept you. The process must be right. We have a clear process which says, if you want to contest the office of president, this is the qualification. My qualification is out there for everybody to see. I'm campaigning based on that and everything. And I want to win the primary or the party select me based on transparent verifiable process which is worth its place in a democratic environment. Not just that I want, okay, whatever it is, I want to be candidate.
Your Excellency, jokingly, Nigerians say that the present administration even have SSA on P2B. So from the present administration to INEC to party issues, the court, the odds seem to be against their emergence as a candidate and president of Nigeria in 2027. On a scale of 1 to 10, can you rate your chances of being Nigeria's president in 2027?
Well, while I will rate my chances, I can tell that what you're even saying, I'm going through worse experience than that. What is happening to me in Nigeria today cannot be described. I can't even tell it to the public. Because you're looking to where people are probably the most investigated. They're killing all avenues in which you can make a living, deliberately so, ensuring that you're left with nothing. And again, doing all sorts of things to make life insecure for you. And above all, fighting to ensure that you do not emerge as a candidate of a party. For me, only making me stronger. Because I believe that I have to fight for the future of society. I do not wish anybody to go through what I'm going today. And for it, it's important for me to ensure that such a thing does not exist in a democratic space. Democracy must be something that the society is determined to bring about for their own development, to be able to enthrone government of the people, by the people, for the people.
In the face
what we have today is government, private government for some people, government by some people, and government for some people. That cannot happen. We want to create a society. I met somebody this morning who told me that his parents, when they finish paying his school fees, have nothing left. And here is a Nigerian who is from Southeast, went to school in Minna, went to ABU University, went to America, and was given opportunity. And today is retired, having served faithfully, and is living well with his wife and family. We want that type of thing, where a child of nobody can get up tomorrow and say, I'm somebody, which is what most of us benefited from, but refused to give it to other people. So you now see somebody who finished with the first class, looking for a job, looking for House of Assembly member in the state, looking for councillor, looking for local government chairman, looking for relation wife of the local government chairman or the sister to help them to get a job. That is not a society. We must have a society where people's talent, hard work, will match up the opportunity and be able to say this society, a child of nobody can be somebody without knowing anybody. Thank you.
Listen, sincerely speaking, wrapping up now, how do you feel? How do you muster the courage, the energy, the zeal to continue to push in the face of this very depressing scenario that you've painted?
Because the alternative is worse for the, for the future generation. We can't bequeath them anarchy. because anarchy consumes everybody. We must bequeath them a better society. And that's what I'm fighting for. And I'm sure there's so many people out there who believe in it and are fighting it with me.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. It's been a pleasure having you on Symphony TV. We appreciate your precious time that you spent with us. And once again, thank you for sparing time to be on this show.
Thank you for being.
Youth, some of Nigerian youth is like they don't swear for una. They oshiwe una they do, the oriburuko una they do, don't even they pass the politician. I dey hear the campaign, they advise people say make una go register for INEC office to collect una PVC. People they ask me, they send me message, where is the INEC office? We don't know the address, we don't know the address. I send people address, make them go INEC office. They say they cannot locate the place. They make I can't carry them go there. I can't say okay, where we go meet. They say they don't know the INEC office. They can't send me address and location. Only for me to come here. That now for hotel they can't do. They sit down for restaurant of this thing. They don't order shawarma, order drinks. They say that they want to take vanilla, be waiting, milkshake. They say make I can't pay because na me spoil country. Now me scatter the country. Me I dey try to repair something so that our life go good. Una sit down here. You know no INEC office, but you know hotel a place. You know the location of restaurant. You una go order shawarma. They chop first before I go conquer una. They go INEC office. It's like una never even ready to repair the country. Una never ready to come out from the one where una dey. So as I just sat there for the place where they sit down, I don't even reach there again because I don't see say now. It's like they don't swear for una. They did for that place. So me I don't pass my own way. Make they come up from here because they say for UK that they protest tomorrow against Amupiton must go. Amupiton must resign. INEC chairman. If you there UK, better go join them. No be say when I go there UK, they talk say abroad no easy. Abroad no easy. If abroad no easy, it's like you go come back. Make we say go try you. If una no say una no go fit protest, make una find visa for me. Find visa for me. Make I go there go protest because it's like after that protest, once the protest are finished, I go come enter the place where I need to. I know I'm supposed to.
With a bit of disappointment yesterday, as our former Vice President Atiku Abubakar was publicly saying that he is still hoping to get the ticket of the ADC in the next presidential election, whereas it is within his constitutional right to run for any office in the land, including the highest office. I think those who are advising him to continue on this path are not lovers of this country. And this is not because Atiku is a particularly bad product for Nigeria. The times of today strongly suggest that we need a Nigeria that energizes the youthful population of our country. We have less than 30% voter turnout. You have a person who can mobilize votes. You have a person who in the last 3 years of this Tinubu administration, as ugly as this Tinubu administration has been, has, weathered the storm and has done the legwork in Peter Obi. We have somebody in Rabi Musa Kwankwaso who has the energy of the youthful population in northern Nigeria. We have people, a decent combination in those two. And then Alhaji is still saying that if you know run heaven before, that is not the way it ought to be. Alhaji by now should be doing what all elders do. Bring the younger ones together, work with them, and find a way to create unity. An elder should not be competing with his younger ones. This is a major challenge for me. An elder should not be debating and competing with his younger ones. So I am using this opportunity again to beg those advising Alhaji, because I know Alhaji is not acting on his own accord. By 2027, Alhaji will be 80 years old. No Nigerian, no young Nigerian will vote for an 80-year-old man. No young Nigerian, including me. If he like, let him go and bring angels from heaven as his running mate, not even Peter Obi. We will not vote an 80-year-old man. It's just that simple. I cannot campaign for an 80-year-old man. No, it's not because age is a problem. But what we need now, the kind of problems we face now require a different kind of energy. So please, we are begging Alhaji and those advising him, let him toe the path of honor and leave this for the younger folks, and leave this for somebody he can support, somebody he has supported in the past, and leave it for those who have the energy to pursue the reforms that can pull Nigeria out of the abyss that we have presently found ourselves. This is my message to Alhaji. God bless Alhaji, and I believe that in the shortest possible time he will do the needful. Thank you and God bless you.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for your time with us, my people. That's all we have for you guys today. I guess you guys can hear me. It's good to be back here again. Happy Saturday to every one of you. 18th April 2026. My lovely mother, thank you very much, Mommy. I appreciate you. Thanks for all that you do. Thanks for always being there for us every day. Thank you, my brother Abu Azi. I appreciate you. Thanks for always being there. Thank you, Madam Stella Maseredo, Madam Peggy Modi, Madam Eugenia, Madam Love Maduka, Shooks, Thank you very much. I can see you all right there. Clement, thank you, thank you, thank you. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, Michael Renemaro, Atoni Ola, Olomo, and many, many more. Sabovo, thank you very much, my people. Help us press on the like, help us to share, take our voices far. My God, I God bless you, my people. I just want us to start talking straight away. Now, I'll take calls later so we can take it from here. It will be granted a second interview in less than 7 days. What does this mean to you? Yeah, before I give my own submission, Tabi was asked that question. You know, if you've been offered to run under uh, the former Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Atiku Abubakar, you know, will you take the offer? How Peter Obi answered that is what I want some of us to see if we digested it. Thank you very much, everyone. Anyway, I'd like us to move on. Let me call on the first person that came into the panel, Mr. Jonathan. Mr. Jonathan, you paved way today. Thank you very much, sir. Good evening to you, and thanks for joining us. Talk to us, sir. Okay, Mr. Jonathan, it looks like you are not there. You are not available right now because we can't hear you. Okay, give us a minute. Are you available to speak now?
Can you hear me?
Oh, sorry. Hello. I will join you.
Can
I
you
will
hear me?
join you later. Please, just give me
Okay.
about 20 minutes. I'm sorry. I'll
Can
join
you hear me?
Okay, that's fine. Yes, I can hear. Give us a
No,
minute.
not
Give
you.
us a
No,
minute.
you. No, you. I'm coming. I'm coming.
You are
Mr.
talking to
Elvis,
Nigeria Watch now, right? So let's
yeah,
come.
I will join you. I will join you later in about 20
Okay.
minutes. All right. Thank you. I
Okay.
appreciate it. Thanks.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Give us a mandate, my brother. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Thank you very much, Mr. Helvis. Hopefully you can hear me clearly. Thank you very
Yes,
much.
very.
Thank you for all that you do. Happy weekend to you and to all the family. Thank you very much for always doing this. We appreciate you. To Nigerians
Yes, sir.
out there, greetings to you all. Thank you very much for all that you've done so far and all that you continue to do for this platform. We honestly do appreciate you, appreciate your efforts, your contributions, your donations. Thank you so much, God Almighty. We bless you, bless your family, bless your household, bless everything that you do. Where you take the money to donate for this solar panel, go finish. Any day that you call for helper, men we arise to help you. God Almighty will send helper to you, Nigerians, for supporting this platform on the solar panel donation drive. Comment section, I greet you all. Thank you very much. Once again, we are still on the donation drive. We are getting closer by the day to our target. The target is 11 million naira. And so far, we've raised about 8 point something million. So the account number again is Ninja Watch Media, Zenith Bank, account number 12202385509. 12202385509. Thank you very much. Appreciate your effort. Appreciate your giving, both big and small. Please, let's keep it coming. I mean, if there's nothing that motivates you, I have seen two interviews of Mr. Peter Gregory Obi today. There is one out there also. My plan for Nigeria. I'm not sure if Mr. Evie saw that one too. Where he was interviewed by a Nigerian female and then a white, I think a Caucasian. He spoke earlier also. I think he spoke that he's in America possibly. And so Symphony now also came out. So thank you very much for bringing this to the stable of Ninja Watch Media, our own media sagacity, our own media Ofufu Pereira, like Mr. Alex will say it. Don't mind my own grammar, or now, so me I will take my own. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Well, see, obedience and everyone supporting Mr. Peter Gregory Obi. In case you don't know, I think you should clap for yourself, pat yourself on the back, stand tall with your shoulder high, dust your shoulder both to the right and the left, and tell yourself, this is happening in my lifetime, and I'm standing for what is right. Mr. Evans, can you hear me, sir? If you're supporting Mr. Peter Gregory Obi, and all that you've had him said
Yes,
in
very
this.
clear, very clear.
Thank you. In the last 24 hours, stand up, pat yourself on the back, tap your shoulder, dust your shoulder to the right or the left, maybe touch your shoulder and say, thank God I'm seeing this happening in my lifetime and I'm supporting this. One question, or maybe some question I want to ask from all that I've seen so far in the last 24 hours, when you compare what Mr. Peter Obi said in the first interview, now the symphony interview, pick the video of 2023, put them side by side, not many changes. Not many changes. Consistency, speaking to fact, speaking to truth, speaking to the core of the matter. The very first interview, maybe about 20 minutes interview or 30 minutes interview. Now the symphony ones lasted for about 1 hour or more. It took the person intervening to probably just stop the interview because you can hear him speak all over and all over again. It tells you where the problems are, how we can address the problem, and what we can do to move the nation forward. He identifies the problem, gives you solution to the problem, and then tell you what we can do to keep the problem from happening and then start building our country. Like I said here yesterday, I said we do not need to reinvent the wheel when it comes to some certain matters. And this is why Mr. Peter Obi said 4 years. He can change the trajectory of the country in 4 years. And I gave an example of the Uwais report, right? And then I also gave the example of the Jonathan report. These are things that are already done, worked on. And we can set those in motion, begin to build on those things. The Uwais report is there. Mike Ozakome, one of our legal luminary, reference to the Uwais report. And also reference to the Jonathan's report that was done when he was in office. So when it comes to that, we do not need to reinvent the wheel. And Mr. Peter Obi said, things will work simultaneously. As we are tackling security, we're tackling electricity, we're tackling education, we are tackling health. Things will work simultaneously. Nigerians, what more do you need? What more do you need to hear from Mr. Peter Gregory Obi that will need to convince you or confuse you that is the best candidate for the job? In the very first video, he was talking about brain drain. He said, when they asked him, what do you do? What do you say about brain drain? He said, don't worry. Brain drain will turn to brain gain once I get there and we begin to put things in motion. He said, we don't need to call them back. Once we fix insecurity, we fix security, we fix light, we fix health, we fix education. You, this girl, you'll be the first person to run back to Nigeria because things will be working. And that's how a leader. And there are different kind of leaders. There are servant leaders. There are authoritarian leaders. There are motivational leaders. But this man is a servant leader, a passionate leader. It tells you, once we get there, brain drain, countries stealing our doctors, our nurses, our lawyers, our media gurus. Don't worry, when I get there and things start working, you will be the first person to jump on the plane and come back to the country. This is how leaders of world, of nations speak. Not the bula blue, blah blah. Somebody that does not know where he came from, lie here today, lie here tomorrow. The man that does not care about anybody, an epitome of evil. That is what Tinubu is. Can even sit down like this. Mr. Peter Obi just left Nigeria maybe yesterday or day before yesterday. And already somewhere speaking. Can Tinubu do this? In the last 3 years, how many media chat has Tinubu granted? As a matter of fact, in the ADC, how many of them can speak eloquently well like this man? Can Atiku jump on the plane and can be in three different countries in one day? See, Mr. Atiku, with all due respect to you, sir, because of your age, this is not time to begin to play the bala blue politics of I must have it must be me. If it is not me, the house must burn. We have found a real candidate, and no other person than Mr. Peter Okute Gregory Obi is a main man. If other countries of the world get Mr. Peter Obi, they'll be clapping. They will be clapping. And here we are. We have this man, and we are still playing to the gallery. How much more do we have to go to get this man into office? Nigerians, what more do we need to do to get this man into office? What do we have to do to get everybody to our side? We do not have any other country other than this one. So for me, there is no other viable candidate other than this man. He told you his plan for security. He told you his plan for power. I mean, he told you KVA, or maybe 10,000 kilowatts. We can move it to about 20,000, and we begin to improve on it. We begin to multiply it. Begin to improve on it. What more do you want to hear? And this is where it becomes so crucial for the youth. Instead of you sitting around playing around, why not jump on the wheel and let's support this man? Now the World Bank has just told us how much I live in Dallas, Texas. I live in Dallas, Texas. Mrs. Nathan lives in Canada. Now they are telling me I owe over 750,000 US naira. The money we I know chop. Wait till I know enjoy. So how is that my problem? Wike and the likes of them, these guys, they know how they stole the money allegedly. And some of them say it's not more allegedly. They stole the money, so I will now pay for them. And that's what each one of us owe. If you have 10 people in your family, everybody in your family owes $740,000 naira. Yourself, your wife, your husband, your children, each person, that's the amount you owe. And we are still here dribbling ourselves. Hey, Peter Obi will not be president. Hey, he's not president today. How is your life better? He's not your president now. How is your life better? How are you faring? Has your life moved an inch? And most of you will know you. Once they pay you maybe 1 million naira or 2 million naira, your life has all of a sudden become good. Yeah, people. Would that change your destiny? We build nations for people to thrive. I'm here in America. I was not born here, but I'm entitled to every privileges that every American is entitled to in a foreign country. And in my fatherland, I am not entitled to some things because criminals are in power. So Nigerians, what more do you want to hear from Mr. Peter Obi? What more? Let's stand up, support this man. He's a viable person. And like I said yesterday, if Nigeria is giving you headache, hey, you can take a rest. Relax. Take a rest. Get yourself and come back to us. Because we all have to fix it. Don't let anybody bully you. Don't let anybody talk you down. It's taking a toll on everybody. They just asked Mr. Peter Gregory Obi, how do you feel? How do you go about this thing with all of this thing done against you? I wonder if Nigerians saw the emotion. They are taking his livelihood. Now we have to be praying for him that God protects him and his family. They are trying to do everything possible to destroy all that he has. All because why? He's a man for the job. He's a man of integrity. The only problem that he has with them because he did not steal. That's the only problem of Peter Obi. He did not steal. He has not stolen anything. That is the problem that he has with these politicians. So Nigerians, let's rise up. Let's do the needful. Support this man. And I bet you, even APC members, with what you had Peter Obi said today, I am sure that you are sure that you know that is the man for the job. Except the demon in you is deceiving you. Except that demon in you is deceiving you. You know that Peter is the man for the job. So, Mr. Elvis, I thank you so very much for all that you have done in the course of this struggle. You are truly a man that people should look up to. You are truly working. You are doing your job. You are doing your part. Thank you very much. We love you and we continue to support you. We'll be here with you in the rain, in the sun. We'll be here. We all are doing this together. Let's not give up, Nigerians. Let's keep fighting because the nation belongs to us all. Thank you very much. I yield the mic.
Thank you, my brother. God bless you. Give us a mandate. Thanks for all that you do. I appreciate you always, my brother. Thanks for always speaking truth to power. All right, guys. I appreciate you all. Thanks for your time with us. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all once again. Before I will play this particular video that I have here, I'd like to quickly take Abu Azi with us today. I've not seen him. Abu Azi, are you there? Because we have a record. Okay. I need to be sure if he's there so we can take this record quickly. Guys, as you know, we are currently raising money to get a solar, as my solar broke down. So we are trying to get another one. And my panelists here decided to say I shouldn't do it, that they will support me. My followers, my Jawash family, concerns Nigerians, a lot of them, in fact, a lot of people that have never indicated that they are part of this channel have contributed to this journey so far. We are very, very, very grateful. And God bless you, my people. Thank you for all that you do. Okay, thank you very much, Abu Azi. God bless you, my brother. We got a support today from, although I don't have a name for this, 50,000 naira from unknown, that is anonymous, rather. 50,000 naira. Please just put that at 7:25 a.m. this morning. I got that 50,000 naira. Then I got 100,000 naira from Awoniyi Oladele or Awoniyi. Hi, give us a mother post pronounce that properly. Awoniyi Oladele. I think I pronounced it properly.
Awoniyi Oladele. Awoniyi Oladele.
Thank you. Awoniyi Oladele. Thank you very much for the 100,000 naira, and the person behind the 50,000 naira that we receive. We are very, very grateful. Okay, thank you very much, my people. I appreciate every one of you right there. That's all we have for now. I believe.
Sorry.
Hold on, sir. I believe we gave announcement for the 30,000 naira yesterday. So because that one came around 10:41. I believe we gave that announcement. If not, you can add it to it. Abu Azi, 30,000 naira we received around 10:41 yesterday. I don't know if I announced it yesterday, but in case not, add it to it. Okay. Thank you very much. God bless you all, my people. Please, the account number is right there on the screen. Let's round this money up so that we can move on. God bless every one of you. I appreciate every one of you that have donated so far, and those of you that will still be donating later on. Mr. Jonathan, thank you, sir. Good evening to you. I guess you are ready now to speak to us. But before you speak, I have a video to play. You want to quickly say something, or you are ready to give your submission now? Mr. Jonathan, you called me just now. You're not on mute again.
I'm here, Mr. Ivy. Sorry. Just so
you want
sorry
to
about that.
Now, or you want me to come back because I have a video?
No, let me talk. Let me talk now. Sorry about that. Sorry about the.
Can I play the video first?
Yeah, you can go. If you want to play the video, you can go ahead. Play the video.
Yes, it's not a long video. It's still about Peter Obi. I like also quickly just listen to this one, and then we take it from there. Yeah, thank you, sir. All right, guys. I'd like us to quickly listen to this particular video here.
You've been sworn in, and you've just closed the door to your presidential office. You're sitting down and adjusted your seat to your liking, and you grab the presidential pen. What are the top priorities that you tackle for day one?
From day one, I'll go straight to tackling the issue of insecurity. It's the number one priority, insecurity. But we beset with a lot of other problems which needs to be tackled simultaneously. But on top of that list is insecurity.
So I also want to jump into another question here. In the name of transparency, what promises should the public hold you accountable for against the next 4 years if they were to want to vote for you for re-election?
Now you're talking about 4 years, so it's not day one.
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure that everything I promise is tackled simultaneously.
Okay.
And the promise is that, again, is insecurity, dealing with the issue of rule of law and order, since the government, bring stability in the polity, uniting the country, ensuring that there's transparent and visible good governance, fighting areas of corruption, which will be visible and transparent, and people will see it. Cutting the cost of governance, investing in human capital development, and ensuring that critical areas of infrastructure, like power, is seen to be tackled.
Okay.
And this, I've said, people will see, whatever we're doing will be visible, it will be measurable, people can see it.
And I think that's very important for it to be visible and measurable. So that's something that we can look forward to. So thank you. That's great to know.
Given the numerous challenges that Nigeria faces, corruption, like you mentioned, a lack of stable electricity, lack of job growth, etc., what message would you have for those who have already just simply given up?
Well, like it's happened in every other nation. What we're going through now have happened in other nations. What it requires is just leadership. If we have a competent leadership with character and capacity, you start trying to pull the country out of all this. There's nothing difficult in saying, hey, today we're generating 4,000 megawatts of electricity, that we're going to move it in 4 years, in 5 years, from 4,000 to at least 10,000. It was the rocket science. We'll do it, people will see it, people will feel it. We're going to deal with the issue of corruption. It's something that is, as I preach it every day. If the leader is not corrupt, his family and those around him are not, you reduce it by 70%. And whoever is doing it knows that he's going to face the law. So if you're caught in it, no question, nobody's above the law. And you start doing this. You see, when you start doing the right things, issue of what is even mentioned, job creation, if you tackle the intangible assets of insecurity, which is number one, deal with the issue of rule of law, law and order, invest in human capital development, you're going to start attracting people to come and invest local first, your diaspora, then foreigners.
So also, anytime the question is asked, essentially, everyone always affirms that they believe in a more inclusive government. However, we've seen time and time again, whether it has to do with gender, ethnic group, physical ability, that action isn't necessarily taken. In your, if you were to be elected, what specific pledges can we hold you accountable for regarding to this subject?
What it means inclusiveness, for me, It is about, I said it before, about competence and capability. As governor of the state, of one of the states in Nigeria, I had, for example, more women working for me than men.
Okay.
Because they were competent.
Right.
So it's not a question of, it's not something that you're entitled to.
Right.
You know, it's not an entitlement.
Right.
It is the question of, are you qualified?
Absolutely.
You know, we have to be qualified to work, because I need to engage and work with people who are qualified, who are competent, who have the capacity to do the job they're given, not just because I want to balance everything. Right? No. There's no balance in this time, because we're running against time. So you need to work with those who believe in your vision, who can help you to drive that vision, and will include everybody.
It's almost an exclusive consumption economy, and it's important to transition to production. And what specific industries would you be focusing on for that?
That's what I've always preached, that I want to move the country from consumption to production. And when you talk about production, it is a whole vast thing. You start from, and I give you an example of what I'm saying. If you go to Nigeria has vast land, vast or cultivated land. It's a country that today is sitting on 923,000 square kilometers of land. Fertile land in most places and everything. So you need to move it. You need to get people to go back to the farm. Again, security issues in some of the farms. You need to deal with the security issues to get those who have left their farmland to go back, and you need to have a development bank like agricultural bank to support more production in that sector, so that they can feed themselves, Nigeria can feed itself, and export agricultural products, which is very critical to us. We need our greatest assets, when I mean assets, in terms of physical assets today, is the land we have. So we have vast land, physical assets, which we can invest in, not oil. The land can give, if we manage it more effectively, it can give us more money than oil. But today we're dependent on oil. I mean, if oil had not saved Venezuela, we have 10 times more oil reserve than we have. It won't save us. And oil is a diminishing asset. Even in America, Texas is not the biggest state, it's California. We talk about two things: land, agriculture, and knowledge. And the same thing for us. We can drive this through process. We can drive agriculture, we can drive knowledge. That's what's of production. As I said, I will invest in agriculture, I will invest in knowledge. Again, the more you generate, transmit, and distribute more power, the more people go into manufacturing of finished goods. So these are specific areas that will help to create jobs, to everything, and that's what we need to do.
Okay, so it sounds like subsistence farming and self-sustaining first, and then...
Of course, no. It's not just subsistence. We're going to go into manufacturing, but we have to start at the base. You have to first have the agricultural product before you talk about manufacturing. So we're going to run everything simple, but we must be productive. It's a country of 200 million people. Like I said, we have vast land, we have the population, and we have youthful population that are very energetic, and I can tell you, have the capacity to change the world.
And so you did mention the youth, but brain drain is an enormous problem that Nigeria is facing right now. Many Nigerians abroad, including myself, dream of coming back home to build a home, to invest into Nigeria, to work in Nigeria, and contribute to it. However, many of us may be particularly scared due to the increasing violence that is partaking in the country. What is your action plan to fight against domestic terrorism in Nigeria?
I'm not worried about brain drain. They'll be brain gain. Because they're going to come back. When we fix the place, you'll be the first investors who will tell the world that we're doing well now.
Right.
Because same thing has happened everywhere in the world. It is those who left Asian countries that went back and turned it around. So you are going to come back and turn it around. When we bring stability, secure the place, ensure that we entrench rule of law and all that, you'll come back. So it's a gain for us.
Right.
You know, it might be a loss now because you've gone, seen the president. So dealing with the issue of terrorism, what I said, when we deal with security, we will deal with it aggressively. I might not tell you, disclose exactly what we're going to do.
Of course.
But some of the measures we're going to do is that we're going to increase the manpower within the security agencies, equip them properly. Right. You know, support them with the political will to deal with the issues decisively. Have a multi-sectoral policing where we have police at the center, policing at the state, possibly at the local government, and even in the communities where we have security, deal with it aggressively. Right. It's not, like I said, it's been done everywhere, and we can do it.
Absolutely.
Are there any misconceptions about your presidency and candidate run that you would like to address at this moment?
Well, I don't think there is, except maybe people will say we don't have structures, you know, but for me, that is what we want to destroy. We want to dismantle the structure because the structures that are there today are structure of criminality, structure of corruption, structure of inefficiency, structure of ineffectiveness. These are things we want to remove and bring in a movement that wants to take back the country, give it to the people, create Nigerians that will have faith in their country because they hope like her.
It is no secret right now that in Nigeria currently spends more than it earns. So that is a huge problem that the country is facing right now. I understand that you have plans to cut those expenditures, and I believe you spoke to that a little bit earlier before. But specifically, how do you plan on tackling this?
Not just Nigeria that spends more than it earns. A lot of other countries do the same thing.
Okay.
A lot of other countries are borrowing.
Right.
United States today owes about 80% of its GDP in debt. So everybody's borrowing. Right. Everybody's spending more.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong in spending more than you earn. There's nothing wrong in borrowing. It is what you do with the borrowing that makes the difference. If you borrow for investment, you will grow. The problem we have today is that we're borrowing for consumption. You come to say.
Yeah.
So I want to borrow for investment. And we're going to do that. Yes, and we're going to cut the cost of governance.
Okay.
And there's so many areas, I've done it at a state level, where we shut down everything. And people saw it. I was going on for 8 years. We never borrowed a penny. Right. We didn't borrow anything. We shut down the cost of governance. Not only did we shut the government, we became the only subnational state ever in Nigeria to start future savings. So by the time I left government, with visible again, measurable achievements we had, like in education, we used to be number 26 over 36. We became.
Was there be any specific plans for specific youth operations that you might have?
I just told you, ICT, entertainment, sports, small businesses.
Okay, those different industries.
That's what drives everyone. If you shut it down in America, there will be more criminality in America than there is in America. They'll be shooting each other on the street because there are more guns there on the street than we have. I can assure you. So the youths have the energy, and you need to put them to work.
Okay.
Wow. Now, when you see some people listening to this now, they will still be arguing with their ancestors. We don't need him. We don't need the Igbo man. We don't need this. With all you are hearing this man saying, a man who ruled for 8 years, no single corruption to his name, you are still saying you don't want him. The one you want, look where we are today. If you focus properly, you'll be hearing the noise of generator everywhere. No light, no security, nothing is working in this country. Upon all that, you still don't want this man. You want your village man. Anyway, let's move on. If I say
Mr. Elvis, Mr. Elvis, you know what they're asking you? They're asking you what you did in Anambra. Let me give you one idea. Let me give you one. Let me give you one. They were about to accredit the teaching hospital in Anambra State because they don't have a teaching hospital. Peter Obi said, "Give me 8 months. Give me 8 months. 8 months." He's on record. My name is Oluwatosin. I'm not from Anambra. I'm from your state. He said, "Give me 8 months." Within 8 months, Peter Obi built a teaching hospital for them. As a matter of fact, in the last election, there was a girl that came on Violent Space and said, "I am a doctor today because Peter Gregory Obi built that teaching hospital." And some criminals are here asking me why he did in Anambra. Continue to ask yourself. I will ask you, is your family better? Are they better than before? See, we all must come together and make sure that we get this man into office. Whether you're Yoruba or Igbo, let's work together. That's the whole story. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. God bless you. Mr. Jonathan, please talk to us. Good evening.
Okay, Mr. Elvis. Thank you. Thank you very much. Two brilliant interviews today from Mr. Peter Obi. Thank you for taking the time to present it. I greet you for the good work you are doing. God bless you greatly. And my guys, my fellow panelists, I greet you all. You're welcome today. God bless you greatly. I'm on the diaspora. Good evening, man. God will continue to strengthen you and my fellow panelists and my fellow commenters and prospective callers. I greet you all. You are welcome. God bless you greatly. Because I'm glad that we have entered into it. The campaign have not officially started, but is taking shape. First from the opposition, and then we'll get to the mainstream. We'll get there. And what I want people to notice from the get-go, please don't forget this. Do not forget this. If you already know, great. If you don't know, this is an opportunity for you to know. And when you do, please don't forget. And it's the fact that because governance or economic management is not rocket science, because these two things are not rocket science, you will continue from this time till election period in Nigeria, you will continue to hear Mr. Peter Obi saying the same thing over and over and over again. If they like, which they will do, some deliberately, some unconsciously, they will be asking him the same question. That question requires the same response. They can ask him a gazillion times between now and 2027. The response will be the same because it is about one thing: governance. So you're not going to get tired of it because it's not lying, because it's not manipulating it. It is simply because it's just saying the truth and backing it up with common sense. Common sense. So you should expect that from him. So I'm not going to be tired of it. If they lie, I know everybody will come. They will not, if some of them will not even know that he has responded to these questions before. They will ask him again. They will ask him, and it's the same question. It could be reframed. Some will even ask him verbatim, the same. His response will not change because he's confronting the same issue. If he's lying, he will say one thing today. On the same question, another day, tomorrow, he will say another thing. There will be disconnect. I just want people to put this. Let's put this, please, at the front, at the front burner for us as this campaign process has begun. And today, I will say it is 2-1. This, Mr. Peter Obi is 2-1, even 3-1 with this interview. This one that I've not seen this one. This last one that you just presented now, I'm just seeing it for the first time. So it is 3-1 now. Mr. Peter Obi 3, Atiku 1, Rotimi Amechi 1. So I'm expecting them now to come out and do their own interviews. You have to do it. This is you must come out and tell us. I was listening yesterday. I took my time. I really don't want to, but I felt this is at least this is the time so that one can be well informed. I listened to Rotimi Amechi's interview. They forced them to come out. They have no option. Atiku came out. He had no option. He will have to come out again. If Peter Obi comes out 100 times, you have to match him at least halfway. You have to come out 50 times.
Egon, sir.
Yes.
Not only come out to let him travel the same way he's traveling.
The same way, yes. Now they must match him.
By himself.
Yeah, they must match him. When they ask Rotimi Amechi, oh goodness me, I was so pissed off. They ask him simple question. How will you solve, do you have a timeline on solving the insecurity problem? Direct question. Look at his political response. He said, I can't give you a timeline. I cannot tell you. This is the man who wants to be president. Oh. I cannot tell you. I want to get there first. Then I will look into things. I will know what is happening. I will then look. So what are you going to do about insecurity? You want to get there first. What are you going to do about the economy? You want to get there first. What are you going to do about at our moribund medical educational system? I want to get there. Let's look at the man who wants to be president. Shame on you, Rotimi Amechi. You are still carrying politics cap all over the space. You think this is 2023. You are being called out now. And I yes, that interview, those channels guys, that's where I always call them. I always call them all this Nigerian media. That was the opportunity. You're supposed to sat on that one. You won't leave that area. You will pin him down there. They move to the next question. As if he's the one paying your salary. As if he paid you to come and do the... I don't understand. You want to be president, and they ask you, how will you solve this security problem? What is the specific timeline? Mr. Obi just told us now, you have to make a comparison. This is the season. He said he would do everything simultaneously within 4 years. He gave us a timeline. They asked him, how do you want Nigerians to hold you accountable on your promises? His response was very direct. He said he would do it simultaneously. And he listed everything. Top of them, insecurity, stability, and uniting the country. Good governance, controlling wastages, dealing with corruption. All within the 4-year period, he wants to do it. They ask is the person who is fighting with him for the same position. They ask him, he said, don't ask me that question. Let me get there first, and then I will assess. Terrible people in this time of Nigeria. Terrible, wicked people, clueless, who don't know what to do, but they still want to hold positions. Very terrible human beings. Insecurity in Nigeria, we all know. If you cannot say anything, tell us what you will do. At least if you are not going to tell us. Your fellow candidate have stated to us that he will declare a state of emergency, day one, on insecurity. What are you going to do? You want Nigerians to put you there first. I'm waiting for Mr. Tinubu. I know that if we call him out now, they will say, oh, he doesn't know who he's going to run with yet. See, these people, it's not magic. You can preempt them, their brain. Because when someone is not truthful, when someone is manipulative and lying, his brain is that of a chicken. You can preempt them. He doesn't know who he's going to run with yet. Because he was the one who said in 2020, run up to 2023, that now statistics we go chop. Now statistics we go chop. It takes only a government that is not working or running on statistics and number to be implementing 3 budgets at the same time. All the numbers they are giving us, right from the National Bureau of Statistics to the Central Bank of Nigeria to the Finance Ministry, they are all fake numbers. And that is what they are trying to protect. Because let me tell you, katakata will burst in Nigeria if another government takes over. What these people have done, people will go to jail. I mean, literally for the first time. So the only way is to be there to continue to bury it so that it will not be exposed. And I will start by listing them. How a government will be running 3 budgets at the same time. And how a government will be telling Nigerians that inflation is still around 15–16%. Mr. Peter Obi broke it down today. I'm expecting Alhaji Atiku, I'm expecting Rotimi Amechi to come and talk to this. We'll deal with Mr. Tinubu at the election proper, at the campaign proper. And I'm expecting him, if Nigerians are not sanding brains, if you call yourself an influencer on social media, if you say you went to school, that your parents spent money on you and you went to school, I'm going to do what I'm saying now. I'm already prepared. I'll say to all my family members, brothers, cousins that are highly educated, I'm going to confront them. If you are not a waste, Tinubu will not come out and sit down for interview during this campaign and you are supporting him. You are a disappointment to the family. You are a disgrace to the family. All the money spent on you. I would say it to my brothers, to my sister. When my mama will not sleep, will be gathering money to give you the best education money can offer in the world. This is it. If Tinubu will not come out and sit down, not Daniel Bwala, not Morka, not social media. You have to come out and talk to us. If he doesn't do that and you are still supporting him, you are a disgrace to your family. You are an entire disgrace. You are a sanding brain. Because I can't understand a system where they are saying inflation is 16% today. Nigerians are there. Their cost of electricity has increased. The electricity is non-existing. It's not even there. Medical costs has gone through the roof. Educational costs, people can no longer afford it. The cost of food, where do you want to start from? And they are still able to gang up and be throwing fake numbers all over the space, telling us that inflation is 16% in Nigeria. And you say you go to school and you know what is going on. Mr. Peter Obi used a practical example. Said he was at a restaurant. That's what a leader does. He was at a restaurant and he talked to the worker or workers there. How are you people coping? How do you get to work? The cost of transportation has gone up. Has your salary been increased, or at least to alleviate the problem? No. And then the government will still say inflation. The cost of going to university, is it the same? It has gone up. Has salary been increased? No. Food cost is going through the roof. And they still say inflation is 16%. And some people will say they go to school and they will be taking that. They will be taking that. You will not interrogate it. The mess that they have done, it will take another government to come and unravel it, to come and put it out there for Nigerians to see. If it will not entirely scatter the entire country, it will be only God. Only God.
And that's why they are fighting tooth and nail. They are fighting.
They are fighting tooth and nail, because if another government gets there, what they will unravel, what they will put out there, it is only God that will keep that country together. That's why Mr. Abel is talking about stability and uniting the country. So he's saying it up front. Even when the problem shows up, everybody see it glaringly. They will say, but you talked about you said you will unite the country. You talk about stability. So he's saying it. So he's telling you up front. And he said people will go to jail. Because if you don't, it's not. See, any kobo that is stolen, it is the president that you can literally trace it back to him. He's the one, he's the thief. Because you approved it. You approved the money that will be stolen. Nobody can. See, I've always said it. Nigeria, if it is not from the top, try and go and steal 1,000 naira in Nigeria. Go try it within the system. Within the system. Go and try to steal 1 million naira within the Nigerian system. You will know that the judiciary works as fast as they will throw you into prison. As fast as anything. Then you will know that the system works, the judiciary works there. They will throw it because it comes from the top. Somebody approves it. Somebody made it happen. So, what I love about this interview, he has said it all. There's no need for me to start, unless we just want to bring it down to layman's level for people to get it. Just to resonate, for people to get it. And as I started, please, you will hear this over and over again. Then it talked about cost of governance. It talked about wastages. It talked about facing the real problem of the country. There's nothing wrong in borrowing. Absolutely nothing wrong in borrowing. But you will tell Nigerians what you are borrowing the money for. Transparency. And Nigerians will see that what you said you are borrowing the money for is Nigeria will see it. It will be visible for Nigerians to see it. Nigerians will be feeling it. They will see it. Not that you say you are borrowing 1 billion today, 500 million tomorrow, another 2 billion next month, and nothing to show for it. And to find a way out, you will say you are giving the money to governors. And if the governors are not doing it, why can't you speak out and hold them accountable, the money you are giving them? Who is responsible for it? Is that vintage Tinubu you saw 3 days ago or 2 days ago when he spoke to the governors at the villa? That is the Agbero Tinubu that you saw there. That is Tinubu. I believe Mr. Elvis showed the video. I believe so. When Tinubu was speaking yesterday, that is not, they want to scare him away. That is the Agbero Tinubu. Forget about being president, all this fake presidential, being president. Tinubu is not presidential anything. That is Mr. Tinubu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That is him. The Agbero Tinubu that we have as a president. That is him. That's exactly. Watch that video closely. You just look at his face. He was mad. Tinubu was angry. Like he is ready to fight to the end. Nobody can take him out easily. Just look at the video. People are just looking at his mouth. Listen, no. Look, when people are talking, you don't only just the words, look their eyes, the way the eyes is moving, their head. You can connect it with the brain to know what that person is saying. Tinubu, that is Tinubu for you. Look at his, just look at Tinubu's eyes there. He said, nobody will scare him away. This one is ready to fight. He will fight to the end. It's not going to be an easy one. The people are saying that he should remove the INEC chairman. Tinubu is not going to remove any INEC. Tinubu is not going to remove any INEC chairman. He's not going to remove any INEC chairman for you. Forget it. He's bent on doing what he will do. But I'm waiting for the election proper, the campaign. I want to see Nigerians, how they will respond. Whether Mr. Tinubu will sit down there, will come and tell Nigerians again, na statistic we go chop. Even if you are still running 3 budgets at the same time, at least you will tell us what your central bank governor is using, what your finance minister is using, what your National Bureau of Statistics, what they are using to give us these numbers that you are throwing out every week, every month. Maybe it is the tissue paper in their toilet that they are counting. It is the tissue papers that they all have in their toilet. That's how they derive at all those numbers. Your budget planning, whether it is tissue paper that they are counting, it is not numbers, because you said that statistic, we will come and tell Nigerians that again. Come and tell Nigerians that again. I dare you, I triple dare you, come and say that again. Want to see you sit down with the media, unscripted. Please, I'm begging, I'm pleading to Mr. Tinubu, I'm pleading, I'm begging. 30-minute interview. Please come and talk to Nigerians. 30-minute interview. You can do it. But Nigerians that are still supporting you one way or the other, all I would just say at this time is shame on them. Some people will say they are proud. And an average Nigerian, they are proud, they are arrogant. That if you call them names for that very purpose, that's why they will continue to support Tinubu at your own peril. At your children's peril, your unborn generation, they are the one that will face it together. When people call you out, you want people to romance you before your head will be correct, your brain will be correct. No problem. No problem. Because what we're doing is calling you out, calling you to do the correct, to do the needful. They will say they are mad because obedience are calling them names. They are calling them. What is on ground right now? How could somebody be supporting this government, seeing what is on ground? How? The minimum you could ask for is that the information that is coming from the opposition, the likes of Mr. Peter Obi, I want more. I want more clarification. I want to ask more. I want you to go deeper. Interrogate his numbers. Interrogate what he's saying. But to say this government is doing well, you have a problem. I mean, a very serious one. So, Mr. Elvis, and one of the questions that they asked Mr. Peter Obi, the first interview, that symphony guy, and they always throw that questions at him all the time. Mischievously, not with good intentions. They will say, Anambra State is too small. You cannot compare Anambra State with Nigeria. As the man was asking Peter Obi the question, the answer was on my head, my brain. That's why I love this man, Mr. Peter Obi, Nigeria for now. He said it exactly. Oh my goodness me. I just love him the more today. Without blinking, he gave him a perfect response. The man was saying it. I said, this is the response you have to give to this answer. Peter Obi did not blink. He gave him a very good response. He said, one of the best presidents that United States has ever produced, Bill Clinton, was from one of the smallest states in the United States, Arkansas. Americans trusted for 8 years. They voted him in. They voted him again for the second time. He's from one of the smallest states in the United States. So are you kidding me? And he governed the entire United States. It's one of the, on record today, historically today, name the top 5 presidents of United States. Since inception, Bill Clinton's name will be written there, bold and clear. And it came from one of the smallest states, Arkansas, in the United States. And Nigerians, when it suits them, they will use comparison that does not make sense. When it does not suit them, they will pretend as if they are blind and they are deaf. What as a state is, see, someone who has governed even a local government very well. That's why we always tell the likes of Omoyele Sowore, go and be a local government chairman. You can bring that record to the national level. Yes, you can. Have you seen mayors in the United States running for president for the nomination of their party? Mayors, they run for the nomination of their political parties for president. Go and be local government chairman. You can bring that record. You can bring it to the national level. No record of anything. Your net worth, you don't even know. Let him too come and sit down with media. Again, my people, I've watched Peter Obi interview today, combined together over 1 hour. I did not see Peter Obi mention Tinubu directly, his name. Peter Obi did not mention Atiku. Peter Obi did not mention Rotimi Amechi. He did not mention any of his candidate, opposing candidate. He didn't. Let up the likes of Omoyele Sowore come and sit down for 1 hour without throwing out Peter Obi out of his mouth. Speak to the issues that are confronting Nigeria today. Directly, what you will do on each and every area. Just face it, just for once, for crying out loud. Try not to mention names. Just face it. You know people who does that? What he's doing, what he's used to do, like Omoyele Sowore, people who have no track record. They have no track record, nothing to compare with. The only thing you can compare is politicians that they have ruined Nigeria, they have stolen the Commonwealth. We all know that. The baby in the womb, they go to primary schools in Nigeria today. Any primary schools in Nigeria today, whether it is public or private, call them out. They will tell you how corrupt Nigeria is. They will tell you how the past leaders, they will tell you. Even if they don't know better, but they know them. They will tell you. So we know all of that. Tell us what you will do differently. Tell us specifically. Come out and tell us on each and every area. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not expecting you to come and be talking, oh, they are the lies, mentioning names from Kanu to Kaduna, down to Anambra State, to down to Lake. No, don't forget about that one. Come and tell Nigerians how you will bring investment to Nigeria. And when they ask him, they corner him, all he will say is that I have my manifestos. Come and break down that manifestos for us so that we can learn from it. Come and break it down for us. And don't mention any of your, even though you are referring to them, even though you are challenging them, even though you are referring to Peter Obi, you are challenging him. Don't mention his name. Even if the person interviewing you mention the name, you in your response, don't mention the name. Go there specifically and and respond to answer that question that specifically without mentioning names. I dare you and I triple dare you if you can do that, because you have trained your brain for decades to talk by mentioning people's name. You can't do it without. You cannot. I will tell you that, wow, the day you will do that, I'll give you kudos. I'll come here and I'll give you kudos that, oh, you did a 30-minute interview. I did not hear the name, even though they prompted you with their names, but you refrain yourself from mentioning it. You just go to the issues. They mentioned Tinubu name today. To Peter Obi, they mentioned the administration. He did not call his name, but we know where he's coming from and who is directing his response to. So, Mr. Ivis, it is 3-1 now. Peter Obi 3, Atiku 1, Rotimi Amechi 1. So
Amechi 1.
Amechi 1, Atiku 1, Peter Obi 3. So let's see how they will match up. Let's see how they will equalize, or at least they will reduce the margin. We are waiting for them.
Mr. Jonathan, if they are not ashamed of themselves, why is it that these people are trying to fight for their own ambition in the same ADC when you have someone like Peter Obi with you? You know, majority of Nigerians need this man.
We did see that Black Panther. We always say it here, and it's correct. There's no need to challenge him. It's correct. You say in a coalition, you don't do primaries. You pick it up. You will sit down in a room. You will all sit down in one room, and you will come up. You will come up with one person. It's not easy. It can be very contentious. There will be compromises here and there, but that's what coalition does. We see it everywhere, all over the world now. Nigeria is not. We see it in Germany. The current chancellor, which is their prime minister in Germany today, this past election, he didn't get majority now. He didn't get outright majority. It took them almost about 2-3 months. They have to, at the end of the day, but they know that this is the person. Just like in Nigeria now, we know it is Peter Obi. But the other candidate of the other political party, they also are there because it is their right too. You didn't win. You didn't meet the constitutional requirement. You didn't meet it. So I have the right too. But everybody knows that this is the man. They sat down, took almost 3 months. Almost 3 months. A nation like Germany with no prime minister. And you have all the time now since last year to have come together, to have, okay, this is it. Look at them. Just look at them. At this point, at this stage in time, do you need a soothsayer to tell you? Do you need a soothsayer to tell you that Mr. Peter Obi is not a saint? Nobody is saying that he's a saint. Nobody is saying that. All we're just saying is that at this time, at this point, amongst them, is the most qualified. Put politics aside. Put brown envelope aside. At this moment, next year may be different. 4 years' time, it may be a different ball game. But now, right now, in Nigeria, in that ADC, is the most qualified. And that is your chance. That is your best chance. You put him, you go and put Atiku. Even if Peter Obi says he wants to be vice president, he will lose gallantly. And I'm sorry to say, that will be the end of his political career. Zegobe is finished. It's over for him. Not going anywhere again.
It will not only be over for him, it will end in disgrace.
In disgrace. So
yes,
forget
Peter Obi there, run as a deputy with Atiku, it will end in disgrace. In the rest of his life, Nigerians will be laying curse on him. I'm telling you, he can't try it. He can't try. It's better he resign. It's better he resign. You can't try it.
Atiku is thinking that if Peter Obi comes to ADC, he will manipulate it and get the nomination, and then all the supporters of Peter Obi will just automatically translate to vote for him. What kind of wishful thinking is that? You think you are talking to Nigerians of 1993 or Nigerians of 1999 or Nigerians of 2008, 2007 when Yaradua? You think that's the Nigerians you are talking to now? No. If you think the support and the vote of Peter Obi will just automatically translate to you, you will not get 10% of it. 10% you won't get. And those that are supporting him too, maybe they are also, they know themselves, but we'll leave it. We're just getting up, we're warming up. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. I'll leave it there. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jonathan. Let's make this very, very clear. You see all these efforts that you see someone like me putting in here every day, my panelists putting in here every day, my callers, commenters, spectators, concerned Nigerians across all social media platforms, putting in their effort every day. I was listening to Mama P 3 days ago. She said, any reason that makes Peter Obi to become vice, Peter Obi's own is finished in her hands. Listen, one thing we must understand is this. With this level where we don't reach so, for any reason for Peter Obi to consider VP, he go resign. At least to respect the people that have been fighting for you, the people that have been putting their life at risk just to fight for you. You cannot come up overnight to, say politician, and so they do. Peter Obi is my principal, but he's a politician. Last minute, you also say that you'll come with a decision. Nigerians, after proper consideration, consultation, information, and everything, will now come to a conclusion. It not go happen. Peter Obi, you have built so much name for yourself. The day you made that announcement, and that day, now that name go for. It not go happen anyway. But it's good we're talking about it. It's good we're talking about it. Who is commenting there? Let me see. You said what? Valentine child. I'm an Agbado supporter, so I don't want to know. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, please. I like people who support Tinubu and they make it clear. Yeah, they make it clear. Some of them go to hide. No, they support. They want to come and disrupt the platform. I appreciate every one of you, my people. Thank you very much. Oga 7 Girl Mede. Thanks for the super chat. I'm very, very grateful. So God bless you. Guys, press on the like, help us to share. We have a donation currently going on. Please do your part. That's the account number right there on the screen. Let's complete this. Running a broadcast here in Nigeria is not cheap. Our transformer, I don't want to talk. Our solar have collapsed, and we need a fresh one, and that is where we'll be battling with. So do your part. A lot of Nigerians have donated. Do your part to be part of this good movement. Election is around the corner. We need to prepare ourselves so that the energy will be there for every one of us. Thank you very much, my people. Now God bless you now. Let's hear from Mr. Alabo. Mr. Alabo, are you there? Please unmute yourself and talk to us. Good evening to you. Mr. Alabo is not there. Okay. Give us a mandate. If you are there, let's have a final submission. Give us a mandate. It's not there. All right, Mr. Jonathan. If you are free, give us your final submission. Let me round up.
Okay.
Mr. Alabo, you not get time to talk again. Give us, not get time to talk. I need to round up. Please.
Oh, Mr. Alabo is back. Okay, all right.
No, none of them is back. No time. If they come by, it's only 1 minute I'm giving. Thank you, sir.
Calm down. Calm down. Calm down.
There's no calm down. What I hate so much is calling people on this platform Many of you are beginning
Sorry.
to have
You know,
that bad
they do like that now. My
You
own,
don't join the platform there, they'll be calling you, stay mute. Will you do that in our rights or channels? Too much of everything is bad. We are advocating for a better Nigeria. Many of us are still possessing this kind of satanic attitude all the time. How can you be on the panel? They'll be calling, they'll be silent there.
Because Mr. Jonathan, they talk.
Most of
Mr.
the
Jonathan
TV,
was
if you know you
speaking
want to
there.
be silent, let's know there's only one person
use
we
my
have on the
earpiece.
panel.
I was not close to the phone.
Mr. Alabo, before you start, I see one comment for the comment section. I know that guy is not serious. I know he's just pulling our legs here. That comment. I know that. I know that. It's not that I know, I'm sure. He said this Olumo Alamo. He said, in my opinion, Obi should join APC and become the vice to Shetima in 2031. Please, just, it's not even worth mentioning. It's just people like that. It's just pulling people's legs. It's not serious. Please, people, when you see this, when you see that, please disregard it. If it is only the administrator that can trash it, that comment, even throw that comment out of the comment section, so it will not even be on the archives. Throw it out.
Mr. Jonathan, don't waste your time with this one. That one is just talking. He does not understand anything. Good evening, Mr. Jonathan. Don't stress yourself with this kind of people. How will you put Shetima and Peter Obi? Peter Obi is not running as deputy for Atiku. He wants to go and run for Shetima. Wait for him. Peter Obi is not somebody of like that, to the way they are seeing this man. He has already put his head. If you people understand why Peter Obi is running for president, that statement in Nigeria are looking for how to repair their mistake. They begged him. Series of conversations said, you are the one to save us from this mess. We have looked around. We found you worthy. Both north, south, east, and west come together, middle bed. And they decide and say, Peter Obi, come and save this country. Before these criminals, they came by himself in and used Mahmoud, and they did everything they want to do. But it will not happen again, no matter the threat is issuing. Pardon my manners. Good evening, Mr. Jonathan. Good evening, my brother, Niger Watch. God bless you for what you do. Good evening, Nigerians on the comment section. Good evening to you. Give us a mandate. And everyone listening to us, God bless you. There is a project going on, the Nigeria project, which is the donation. Please, I want you to be part of this. It's a Nigeria project. Your 1 naira, 2 naira, 50 cents, $1, €1, £1, any one you can do will go a long way. One safer, it can go a long way. Nothing is little. Our people go say at all, and in bad pass. Just be part of this project. Let us support and get the solar done. We are almost there. We commend you for your effort. Everyone is important. Person that gave 2 million and you that gave 1 naira is still the same. We are all the same. So don't feel, I don't get I can't do well because I don't have, I can't send 5,000. That your 5,000, if you know what you could do for this project, it will go a long way. So don't wait because if you are still waiting, you may miss out. So be part of this project and receive the same blessing everyone are receiving. God bless you for your sacrifice. Our big mommy diaspora, God bless you, ma. Backroom staff, God bless every one of you. A new Nigeria is coming, and that new Nigeria is possible. Nigerians, Peter Obi will not deputize anybody. He has said the time with that number. He has traveled across the West. He has traveled across Nigeria. He has traveled across countries. A true leader will go make research. He ask questions on how they fix their problem. Going to sitting president, past president, making findings on how they fix their own problem. You don't expect that kind of person. Even Amiechi, who is not even having the weight of Peter Obi, is saying he will not be a vice president. The vice president is just a motorboy. Instead of becoming vice president, it's better to be a minister. We have Shetima, who is a vice president. People are saying he's loyal. Tinubu make him loyal, humble him. He was the one that was during the campaign, he was running his mouth. Tinubu will face economy, he's the one to face security. He don't know saying a problem, he talk himself put. Tinubu is not that kind of person. He will not allow you to shine him. No. It's disrespectful to Tinubu for that statement. So he has put him in a place he will be. People will be saying he's very loyal. He's not. No, it's not that way. Don't see it that way. They have put him in a place because he started a journey and they have spoken to some people hoping he will be president after Tinubu. And people are there who are preparing the way. So politics, that is how it is. So everyone is marching him down. That is how it is. So you cannot expect Peter Obi to go and become. I thank God that Atiku did not win 2019 election. If Atiku has win 2019 election, he would have put much problem for Peter Obi as his vice, because it will be the same way like Buhari and Tinubu. He would have shattered the chances of Peter Obi becoming a president. You don't know. Because he will be part of the government. If he failed, what have you been doing? People, they blame Buhari. They still blame Oshimbajo. No matter how you think he's good, where is he? Even in APC primaries.
Mr. Labo,
Yes.
why that may be a good talk, but I don't think that Peter Obi, I don't know what he may have done, but I think also
Give us a mandate. We thank God that it will not succeed.
Hold on, what I was trying to say is, hold on, sir. Okay. You cannot, they won't tie him there now. If you say he wants to leave, you will not tie him there. He can check out and say, okay, you know what, I resign. Will you tie him there? So let's not give that.
So what if he did not resign? If they have one hoping that Atiku will do things right?
You're only assuming now. So let's not base on
that is what I'm saying. I said, well, thank God, it's the same thing I was assuming, but I'm just looking at it and say, you don't know that the mistake of your father and the mistake of other people close to you may affect your chances.
Yeah, because Mr. Alabo, I I just look at it from historical perspective. In Nigeria, there is no VP has successfully become the president.
After
his principal. Aside from Goodluck, who came in through an very unusual circumstance. Unusual circumstance. The rest of them, they make sure that, because you will carry the baggage of that man now. Oshibajo attempted it. He failed.
What we are saying here is that if Peter Obi had been vice to Atiku, if he said he wants to check out being the vice, if Atiku was misbehaving, will you tie him there? You can't tie him there, he can check out.
You are just assuming
that's why, exactly. You just answer it now. That's the reason why you cannot run away from the record of that president.
Yes.
You can't run away, because when they are doing all those evil, you should have, take a bow and leave.
At least today now in the US, we have a Mike Pence that Donald Trump was telling that, give me, you must go there, certify me, even though I didn't win the election, certify me as the person that won the election. Mike Pence went there, was going to lose his life. Mike Pence is not bent to Donald Trump's his talk. Mike Pence did what was right for the country. So saying that Peter B would have checked out. So let's not give some kind of cloudy.
Mr. Give us a mandate. You are just you misunderstand me. You are saying different thing entirely. What I am saying that if that had happened, whatever thing that happened in Atiku, whether he leave, people will complain and say you brought this person. You told us
But
on
before they
campaign,
complain, also,
this person,
he may have checked out and said, before, if you want to continue this way, let me check out you did in
that
your
did not
presidency.
happen. But let us look at history, what has happened. Give us a mandate. Let me explain something to you. If he has succeeded, let's say he waited and he did not, or he's hoping that, okay, if Atiku leave, I will contest. Because when they were coming in 2019, the promise was that Atiku wants to do 4 years, 110, and give it to him. Let's assume that he stays. Characters like Wike,
But you know, Mr. Labo,
characters
sorry.
like Wike, match, they will not
You are
give.
the one making more mess on this talk you are talking. Now, you said, so you think Peter B is keen, is just power drunk. He told you, I am not desperate to be a president, I just want to see the country work. So if he said that, and Atiku said, okay, let me do 110 and do all the corruption, so you think Peter B will sit down here and let Atiku destroy him? You are the one messing up, and don't go there again.
Give us Amanda. I'm not going to argue this with you. But allow me to give my submission. I'm not going to argue this with you. I am just thanking God that my principal, they did not succeed that 2019. It would have been a problem. But we are happy now that did not work. Today he's standing alone. And he wants to fix this country. Me, I still believe that would have affected. Because we are not sure whether he will resign and leave or that will happen. Because as it is, when you are on that seat, sitting down, you will think things are going wrong, going well. Report people are giving to you. Go and see what is happening in presidency. Some report, if people want to weaken the administration, where they call them cabal, through reality of what is coming, they are bringing you figure that they manufacture on their own, presenting to you, president. They decide who wants to see you, who wants to come and give you information.
Let me ask you this. So do you think that when Buhari was misbehaving, Oshibado have the power to have resigned or not?
Did Osinbajo, have you ever seen Osinbajo spoke in any place?
I only ask you a question. Do you think that Osinbajo, with what that Buhari did, and he saw maybe in the first 6 months?
Before you ask that question, give us a mandate. Before you ask that question, the question you should ask, was Osinbajo aware or believe that they failed, or Buhari wasn't doing well?
So he was outside the government, right? He was not in the government. Why are we deceiving ourselves here, for God's sake?
Give us a mandate. So, Osinbajo went in 2019.
Give us a mandate. You are preempting that if Peter Obi in 2019 had paired with Atiku and Atiku eventually win the election, and if things are not going the right way, that Peter Obi
would have resigned.
If there was corruption, if there was corruption, so they would type Peter Obi there. He cannot resign.
The first thing I just see there, the first thing I can notice there is that Atiku was much younger then. He said he will use 4 years.
Yes, that is what he said.
That one we know. That one I can say is that
he has already typed it. I will be done with that.
That one he tied it, but he will use 8 years. It's not going to be. If that had happened, it's going to be 8 years. When he was even much younger. So now that he's now 80 years old, barely almost 80 years old, and that time when he was much younger, he will even if he will say if possible, he will say he want to go for third term. Atiku at that age,
like what Give Us Amanda was saying, Mr. Jonathan.
Yeah.
Today, as I'm talking to you, go and interview Osinbajo. He will tell you the achievement. He will never tell you that they failed.
Sir, what you are saying now, is because we don't have dignity in our own side of the country, in our own side of the world. People in the place where you are, they resign honorably. They resign. They don't tie them. That's what I'm trying to tell you. that with what we have seen Peter
Give us
Obi.
our mandate.
And
Don't worry.
please hold
Let's
on
not
now,
go
hold
there.
on,
We
hold on,
thank God that
hold
did
on,
not
sir.
happen. Don't worry.
Oga,
It's my
hold on.
submission. Allow me to finish.
Okay,
It's my
go
time.
ahead. But don't create that impression because you are trying to spell a market.
Which market am I trying to do? What are you even talking about? I don't understand where you are going your own. I am thanking God that my principal did not, Atiku did not win 2019 election. To destroy our chances, you are arguing different things. What am I spoiling? Now you love Peter Obi past me. I don't understand what you are saying, where you are going your own. We are having a conversation discussing. What I'm saying is that we thank God that did not happen. Atiku did not win 2019. And that is over for him. Today, we stand a better chance for the 2027 election. He's a freshman. He has not been there without other vice. His record in Anambra as a governor without corruption is what we are selling him with. That is the area and angle I was coming from. So there is nobody who will say, it was with this person so yeah, as advice and everything was. So those kind of things will not come again to play. So we are still selling on this clean record for PO. So among all candidates, they can tell you, I am the most qualified. It's not missing word with that one. He will still tell you, among all of them, he will not mention them. He doesn't call to insult people the way people will be talking about him. For me, I appreciate the way they talk about him. The more they speak, call his name, the more they make him more popular. That is the thing. They are helping us. APC is the one helping us, easing the media team of Peter Obi, promoting Peter Obi, talking much of him. He's the talk of the day in Nigeria. But they don't know that they are helping us for the campaign. The agenda is telling you state of emergency for insecurity. And once you tackle corruption, these are two things. He doesn't play with it. In everything affecting our country today, minimize the corruption. We will have a lot of money to fix a lot of things in Nigeria. I don't know whose TV is on. I don't know who TV is on. Please. Mr. Jonathan.
Yeah.
Your TV, please. Your TV
sorry.
Yeah, it's affecting us.
Sorry. I just watch my team, man. You sorry.
It's okay. Forget about them.
I know if you forget about them,
they will disgrace you.
when they are not Arsenal, you are asking you are telling me forget them. Are they Arsenal? if now if they're Arsenal, you go say forget Arsenal. When it's not Arsenal,
allow us to enjoy this program before Nigeria go come shut us down. No bring us.
It is not Arsenal. If the Arsenal, I go say
give
forget
us a
Arsenal.
mandate. You never speak. You never speak. Your time will reduce.
Me, I want when it come, I want give her one when go collect.
I dey happy say he come out today. Please allow him. Let us celebrate with him. So, Niger Watch, don't listen to them. Don't mind them. They can celebrate you like Okpobolo. People they celebrate. Don't mind them. So Nigerians, a new Nigeria is coming, and then new Nigeria is possible.
Thank you.
Okay, now give us a mandate, maker. And they support you. I'm just telling you now. Don't come, you don't cut me. No problem.
I don't come. Let's round up. Thank you.
Mr. Ami don't talk to you about Tinubu, right? Now some Tinubu DVD.
No problem.
Today's Saturday. I don't want to stay long. Let's round up now. God bless you all. At least we've given a proper submission at length. Mr. Jonathan talked for so long, not small. So yeah, sometimes this is what you get when we don't have enough people on the panel. You have the opportunity to give your submission that you've not been able to give throughout the whole week. Yeah, that's what it is. I appreciate you all. Let's do our 2 minutes round up so we can round up. Mr. Jonathan, Please, your 2 minutes, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Elvis, I will just end with what I started with today, that Nigerians, please expect more from Mr. Peter Obi, because he's saying the truth, and the truth is ever constant. So he will be saying it over and over and over again. Don't say that, oh, I've heard it before. No, you have not. You need to hear it again, over and over and over again. They will ask him all these questions, because there is no Nigeria problem is.
Okay, Mr. Jonathan, we lost you there.
They don't score Man U.
Who score Man U? Man U will beat Chelsea.
No, I'm just talking that one. I'm just talking that one. Since they watch my Nigeria watch, I stand with you. Tomorrow I deal with you. Now 4:30.
Why you dey fear now? You dey fear same motivity for year.
I won't make him come out tomorrow. Give us a mandate. I won't make him come out tomorrow.
He go lose the game tomorrow. Let him rest tomorrow. Make him rest tomorrow. Make them beat him.
If he lost, because that game na 4:30. He will take like 90 minutes. So 90 minutes now almost the time for us to start program. Now almost the time for us to start program.
Make him go take him rest tomorrow.
Your network
don't knock him comment. Nigeria was not what I support you.
Enemy of Arsenal. You see, your network don't.
I support you.
Who be that? Who be that? Who be that? Mr. Jonathan, right?
That laugh is for you.
For who? Mr. Jonathan?
I better make a round up. Thank you, my brother. I don't want to discuss I'm already thinking about what tomorrow will hold for us.
Tomorrow, don't worry. Tomorrow's game will be somehow. Don't worry.
No wahala. Thank you very much, everyone. I appreciate you all. We've come to the end of this broadcast.
It's 2 minutes now. Give us a minute. I never give.
I never give my 2 minutes now. Give my 2 minutes.
Oh God, I don't understand these people anymore. I don't understand these people.
Somebody they even they pay you, they do this thing, encourage you. You go just
don't encourage me. I beg you. Forget those who are your encouragement. I beg.
I'm asking you, Bruce. He want to
come out tomorrow, Mr. Elvis. I beg. We'll conclude them today. Come out tomorrow, I beg.
Leave him alone. Tomorrow's game, Arsenal will lose it. Then he will take time to rest.
They let they talk like that. They let they talk like that. You know, saying go lose, but no talk like that. Let's just agree for him to come first.
Oh, which one you do?
So now you be that.
Which one you do? Which one you do, Mr. Alabo?
You don't say Alabo. You see a hypocrite.
Shut him down.
They support you, but they finish you for back.
Don't mind them, bro. Including you, Mr. Jonathan. All of them are the same. In
the bite, you can't blow breeze foot. In the bite you, but they blow breeze foot. This guy wicked,
All right, your 2 minutes starts now. Give us a mandate.
The truth be told.
Well, thank you, Mr. Elvis. Thank you so much. Honestly. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Jonathan.
I just say, Mr. Elvis, the truth be told, tomorrow is the final day for your team. It is make or buy. It is either tomorrow, after tomorrow. If Arsenal lose, just enter house, pack your bags, just forget it.
Why we go enter house? Why?
Just enter house, Mr.
Jonathan.
Why?
Yeah.
Mr. Jonathan.
Mr. Jonathan. And I know say you be die as an fan.
Mr. Jonathan.
No.
You know why it's too tight? You know why it's too tight for them?
It's a bold face. That's why we
have Champions League. They have Champions League, and they have tomorrow Man City. So it's a problem for us. I don't know how they are going to, because now they are confused. Is it Premier League will first or the Champions
League? But you are just telling me he's going to win now.
Give us a man your 2 minutes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I need to close now.
No.
You don't use your 2 minutes.
This your regime.
I never talk now.
This regime.
Your last chance.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Alabo, please don't say anything again. Thank you very much. Well, Nigerians, honestly, this is like a family. Let's just rally around ourselves. to have a good country. It is not hard. And I'm very sure you APC members supporting these criminals in power, you know what is right for the country. Do the needful. Let's get our country back together. Now, you just heard what this said about clean thing. If a man governs a small state, now the US have to call him.
We know they hear you. Your network is bala blue.
Okay, thank you. No problem. Go ahead. Thank you.
Right. Mr. Alabo, talk to us. 2 minutes.
No. All this, I don't tell them, make them come who give them network for UK. This is
network for US. Which kind network? Then I guess Starlink.
Mr. Alabo, remain 1 minute. Remain 1 minute.
You come down now, Mr. Elvis. Okay. Nigerians, good evening, everyone. Thank you all for sending in your support, for supporting this Nigeria agenda. Please, we want a new Nigeria. The only way for us to do is know that information is power. The message will resonate into everyone in the country. That is the essence. You see us every day coming out here to talk. We are sensitizing, reassuring and encouraging Nigerians who are giving up already. So I want you to support us to keep this program running by sending in your support for us to get this solar panel, to get these programs so that Mr. Elvis will not be rushing us, telling us they go because of 60,000 fuel. Cannot take us for 4 hours, 5 hours to run this program. We want to stay here like usual. We used to stay 1 o'clock, 1 a.m. in the morning. Yes, now. Once that solar is Mr. Elvis, don't go there first. It is better or you come UK, because this election coming is not something we want to play with. We will discuss this issue, trash and debunk every propaganda of APC. So it's not something we'll be doing this 2 hours, 3 hours, and let's go. So it better come for UK. We will not have any electricity issue.
All right, your 2 minutes is over. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Elvis, for what you do. Peter Obi for 2027. Kwankwaso with Peter Obi. Join the OK movement. Nigeria will be okay. That is the new one. And for sure, we will get there by the grace of God. Thank you, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Mr. Jonathan, final. Mr. Jonathan is not available. We come to the end of the broadcast right now.
Mr. Elvis.
I'm here now, Mr. Elvis. You get too fast.
Mr. Elvis.
Okay.
Please allow me just to speak on what you were talking on earlier. When you call some of us, it's not because we don't want to answer, it's just because we are either engaged with something. Please try and understand with us. Thank you very much, sir.
I beg
He didn't mean it. He was just talking about that. You understand?
Go and sleep, my friend. Both of you go and sleep.
Anyway, final, Mr. Elvis.
I will send you fufu in case they're busy tomorrow. I will send you black soup. So you just
the black soup.
My own is not that one. Give us a mandate. Nigeria Watch, let's agree, Mr. Jonathan. Before Mr. Jonathan finishes his submission, please come out tomorrow. We have a lot to talk. Please.
Okay,
whether good or bad, come out tomorrow, please.
And then the prep is
remain 1 minute for your submission.
Anyway.
They beat a die-hard Arsenal fan, and you say you should come out tomorrow and see.
Anyway,
I sent that one Arsenal video. You know, great play the Arsenal video. I sent that.
Right. For my side, final. Peter will be 3, Atiku 1, Amechi 1. Thank you, Mr. Elvis.
Atiku 1, Amechi 1.
Yeah.
Mr. Jonathan, what will you do? Mr. Jonathan, what will you do about insecurity?
In Nigeria, it's like I'll face it head on.
No, when I get there, I shall see. What will you do about power? That's Amechi.
When I will look at it holistically. I will look at I will tell them to bring the files. They will bring
Mr.
it to me. I
Jonathan,
will look at it. Then I will decide
those people, they just want to be president. They don't have blueprint. They don't have any plan.
What about else? What about else?
And that's a big,
plan.
that one is a big one. I will first of all ask everybody to bring their files to me. All the states to the federal level. I'll set up a committee. They will look into it, and then I will look at it critically, and then I will make a final decision on how we are going to move ahead.
What about insecurity? Amechi, just go and sit down. Amechi, you are not fit. Please, just go.
People, they don't even care about Nigeria at all. They just want the country to buy.
Yes, Mr. Jonathan. You know, say this Amechi and we get them. Now, university boys, you know how in those days university, how those games they for university, where they work for Odili, where they use for their a carry and come put. When Odili was a deputy governor under this thing, which is a name, pardon me, this Okrikaman name. So these are Odili boys. So it was a boy. So Odili carry and come for House of Assembly, to compensate boys when they work for me, In those days, there was nothing like
say all of them, say all the politicians now, especially the crooked one, they don't learn from the mistake where Mr. Tinubu made in 2023 when he said, if I don't give you electricity, if I come back, don't vote for me. He boxed himself. No, they don't want to box themselves now. No, you can't eat your cake and have it. You got to box yourself. You got to tell Nigerians what you are going to do. And you have to tell us when you are going to complete it. You are not going to be there forever. Don't come and tell us after 1 year. People will say, it is just only 6 months. Let's give the president some time. We're just looking at it. After one year we come, it is still early. It is just only 1 year. 2 years we come, it is just only 2 years. The moment the second year ends is the second term. We want the second term. Well, you see how they deceive Nigeria. It's a script. It's the same script all over again. Don't let them play it for us here again. Tell us what you are going to do. Tell us when you are going to complete it so that Nigerians will hold you accountable when you get there.
Mr. Jonathan.
Yes.
Atiku is still thinking while Amienti is waiting to be president before he can know what to do. But Peter Obi is speaking to the fact this is what I want to do in my first day. I'm going to declare so thing on insecurity. Because without security, there is no way anybody can do anything in that country. And it's going to destroy the criminality in the security structure. That is another thing. The corruption. Okay. Because Tinubu is claiming he's pumping so much money. I hear one of his spokesperson, is it Fasroti? What are they calling that his name? This guy that is an economic advisor to Tinubu, rapping his mouth that they are spending so much money on security.
Thank you, Mr. Alabo. Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. Thank you, Kiros and Mandate. I'm very happy that 3 of you came in to occupy the platform today. Let's continue from where we stopped today, tomorrow. If depend on how the result goes with my football, yes. If you go,
this is why I stay and they take time they appeal for this because I know how it will be. Mr. Elvis, please.
Let's see how it goes. Because
check your WhatsApp. You get one video
I beg. What's your
check
business
your for tomorrow? For tomorrow.
Don't send
you
me
anything
like about that. It's not your business. Mind your business. Mind your business, my friend. See, Anna, 3 of the way you're there now, they be Arsenal enemies. See there, 3 of them. 3 of them.
Anyway, and that match go don't finish. Even the match go don't finish before the normal time to come out now.
No, it's almost the time. Depends on the thing that happens for the match. It might enter 7 o'clock. That is why they are paid to making try.
Say football. If your team lose, they take at least like 3 hours before you start to settle down small. The first 1 hour is when.
That's why I don't go come out at home. Don't worry. I don't come out. If you not pray, make make my team lose. I know they come out.
But Niger Watch, let's look at it. What do you want? Is it Champions League you want? Or
two of them.
They will tell you they want
that
all.
is where you will go, because
they say they want everything.
That is where, because you have another one to face middle of the week.
No, not middle of the week. We don't have anything middle of the week, my Oga.
Okay, I think, is it upper week? Yeah.
Upper week.
Upper week, yeah.
So we have time to relax. We are beating Atletico. We are going final with Bayern Munich. So don't worry about that.
We won't beat Bayern Munich.
Of course, why not? We don't fair beat them. Only this time. Tell me who don't beat me for this Champions League since we started. Now only Arsenal is still only unbeaten.
You don't get anything to relax. So
we beat Bayern Munich 3-1. We beat Atletico 4-0. So what are you talking about?
Don't worry. You get somebody who will affect you for your Champions League. Newcastle is dangerous. You are meeting them before, so you just have to be careful.
Newcastle, not be the same Newcastle where they destroyed today, so
that's what they been. I not be Premier League.
All those children.
But when he reach Arsenal,
don't worry. Like say you care, or God, like say you care. Thank you.
Okay, now next week Saturday,
keep your 5:30,
and on Saturday, try come out next week Saturday, please.
Thank you very much, my people. Come to the end of the broadcast. I want to thank you, my lovely mother. Thanks for all that you do. Thanks for being with us all the time. Abo Azi, I appreciate you. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you, Madam Peggy Modi, Madam Eugenia, Madam Love Madoka, Madam Stella Masevedo, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, Michael Ganamaro, Black Panther, Uyi Desmond, and many, many more. Now God will bless you, my people. Yes, Frank Uno, I can see you. Thank you. I know Frank Uno. I don't know why I even go greet you now, Seth. See comment where they leave for me for them. Why are you people against me now? All of them for panel, they are against me. You and Black Panther now don't they do meeting for the comment section. Tell me, what you ask now do now? Tell me, what you ask now do now? Don't worry. We'll put you all to shame tomorrow. We'll put you to shame. Don't worry. The first one I want to come this live tomorrow, don't worry.
Thank you, Niger Watch. I support you.
See this one. See this one where you say, even though we know say that we'll lose. See this one. You support who? In fact, I go find music where we go help me for this Arsenal match tomorrow. Okay, might play this one. Now, good night. Bye.
Ọba tí gbẹ́kún aládùúrà mo ti dé o. Bọ́ọ̀lù mi rò méjàméjà o, má jẹ́ gbàgbà tí àdúrà o. Bọ́ọ̀lù mi rò méjàméjà o, má jẹ́ gbàgbà tí àdúrà o. Ọba tí gbẹ́kún aládùúrà mo ti dé. Ọba tí gbẹ́kún aládùúrà mo ti dé o. Bọ́ọ̀lù mi rò méjàméjà o, má jẹ́ gbàgbà tí àdúrà o. Bọ́ọ̀lù mi rò méjàméjà o, má jẹ́ gbàgbà tí àdúrà o. É só o meu, Orion, Yahweh, Jesus.